check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
If you lie to the government, they'll put you in prison. But when they lie to all of us, it's called being a politician. You think taking guns away will save our kids from the killings? But you're pro-choice, abortion kills way more children. If America's so terrible and racist, it probably isn't safe to encourage immigration. Just saying, all the contradictions are embarrassing. You know who hates America the most? Americans.
What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday. Sorry I'm late. I was watching an awesome premiere video and lost track of time because that got me on the let's go look up Fatwood video shit.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was
Anonymous tomorrow if you need help.
sitting here watching another cool, hi Brenda J, watching another cool video, and Susie happened to mention, hey, it's 10 o'clock. You thinking about doing a chat tonight? And I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, I texted you.
Yeah, I know.
I was getting all depressed. I texted Dish. I was getting depressed. I'm like, oh, I was kind of hoping to see if we do a chat.
Yeah.
Right on, cool.
And
That's weird.
I was waiting at 10 a.m. Shoot, I wasn't.
Right. Miss Gunpowder Beauty was here with us, and she kindly stepped down to do her whatever chores she needed to do for tonight to allow Miss Shalise Shell to come up, which is awesome.
Did you happen to catch her live stream?
No, damn it.
I caught like the last 2 minutes of it. I was so pissed.
She doesn't want to text people or email people or whatever on Facebook and say, hey, I'm going to do a live stream.
That was the
Right.
I guess so. We
Kid
were out.
Chaos. It was like Kid Chaos or something like that, right?
Oh my God.
Kid
Yeah.
Chaos.
I wish I would have seen that. We were out working, so we
Freaking
did good. We hustled up and made like $79 in an hour and a half.
What's wrong with that?
I can make more of that prostituting in, but that's okay.
Yeah, you could.
I was gonna say,
Just go make that
more than
$500.
15 minutes behind the dollar store.
Yeah.
You could make that for me in about 13 seconds.
Okay.
Done. See ya. Thanks. Prepping to endure is first, bro. I hope you're still on your feet.
Hey, prepping.
What's up, Julie?
Mr. Stump Greenwood was in long enough to say hello. He said he's going to hang in the side chat. We have 2 ATVs in our life.
Howdy,
What's
howdy.
Who else we got? Miss Brenda J. What's up? Always nice to see you. Mr. Mikey DeLucia. What's happening, brother?
What's up, kids?
Miss Dish Outdoors, the infamous.
Hey, everybody.
Infamous, not famous, infamous.
Trouble starter himself, the man with the banana clipazine, Ohio Wolverine. What's up, brother?
Hello, everybody.
Better known
Let's
as J.
talk
Watt
some
Jr.
shit.
Mr. I got a deal and you can't have it.
Oh, yeah.
What? No. I shared that deal
He
with
shares guns with people who can't buy them, right?
There is a fine line between sharing and rubbing somebody's nose in it.
Exactly. He's the same type of guy, right? That'd probably buy me like the best fucking prime rib you could, and send the guy with no teeth fucking prime rib. You know what I mean?
Gear grinding 19. What's up, buddy?
Without sending a blender.
Hey, Gear.
Uh-oh, he went to urgent care and got swabbed. Let me guess, positive?
You got the red dragon. Oh, Dr.
No.
He got the monkeypox.
Shut down the country. You're sick.
What?
Don't worry, brother. The common cold tests positive for COVID. But sinus infection is nothing to play with. So treat yourself right. Get that tea tree and eucalyptus.
Nope, neither is a upper respiratory infection.
Isn't that pitiful as a society? We've come down to where we get the sniffles and we got to go to the doctor for them to tell us we're sick.
Yeah.
I know.
Like back in the old days, you were sick. You didn't go visiting relatives.
Yeah, but
Somebody had a fever.
See, that's where I draw the line.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
You test positive with no symptoms.
She told me not to move. I listen.
That's where I draw the line, Stevie. I don't. I'm not one of those people that'll get the sniffles and go. I already turned to my wife, who's a nurse, and I said,
Right.
"Listen to me closely. I start sneezing, I start coughing my brains out, or anything like that. Guess what? I am not running to the doctor, or I'm not running to CVS, swiping my freaking nose. I'm not going to be one of those people.
I have to be.
You have to be. I don't have to be.
And
You know."
Right.
But like Stevie just said, right? Now, am I going to go visit my mother? No. Am I going to go visit my father? No. Am I going to
Hell
stay
no.
away from people? Yes. But am I still, well, if I did work, would I still go to work? Yes. And I would probably, because I'm such a good guy, ask Dish, she'll tell you how good I am. I'd probably wear a mask. So, you know what I mean? I'm not,
Yeah.
I can't stand people like that. Oh my God, I sneezed. Off to CVS we go to get a fucking test kit. Fuck
Sim-
that.
Simple common courtesy would stop a lot of bullshit. If I'm hacking and coughing, I won't even go to the store.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, I Stevie, I said this long before COVID hit. I'm that guy at work that you come in hacking and coughing, hacking up and along and the whole 9 yards. I'm like, hey, loser,
Yeah.
go
Go
home.
home.
Why are you going to infect? And then I'd walk around, slow part during the day or something when I get back from deliveries or whatever. I'd walk around with the fucking spray bottle of fucking Lysol and the fucking paper towels. Oh,
Oh,
hitting
like
everything you can.
Like I've been telling everybody, where I used to work at the school, everything that came from China or whatever foreign country, everybody caught except for guess who? I haven't touched a doorknob in 20 years. I swear to God, man. Nasty. Speaking of the devil, J Watt 69. What's up, Mr. Watterson?
Jay, well, what's up, kid? Good to see you.
Wada wada. Oh yeah, I ain't got shit. I totally forgot about the chat tonight. It was daydreaming and lollygagging around. And
I will be up camp next weekend, though. If all goes well, I'm going to leave Thursday right after because I got this
Cool.
weekend. I'm going to leave Thursday. It all depends if Camera Girl has a game or not. She might have either a soccer game or a basketball game. But if she doesn't, I'm going to leave Thursday right after my PT appointment. See ya.
PP appointment? You got BD or something? You gonna go get your PP check?
No, my PT appointment.
Oh. I thought you said PP.
No. I'm not.
Man, I was gonna go on YouTube and start some rumors. Damn.
I'm not your age. Cause yeah, you start talking about if you a guy starts talking about my pee-pee, the next thing I'm gonna say is, oh, Mike and Steve have fucking gorilla pox.
Guess what, folks? Syphilis ain't dead.
Oh, we live in a day and age now when you go to the doctor and the doctor says, listen, you got gonorrhea and syphilis. You shake his fucking hand and say thank you.
Yeah, no shit.
But you got PT, you got prostate tumors?
Don't make him spit his drink out. Yep, well, if it's any condolences, we were supposed to go north tomorrow, but tomorrow is 70% rain.
Yep.
Yeah, because
Monday is 80% rain,
Yeah, we're
and
getting the same rain.
Tuesday is freaking 90% rain up there. So, wow. Abby, pronounce that name for me, Shalisa.
Allie Carroll.
Allie Carroll.
Hey, Allie.
Nice to see you, Allie. How you doing?
My guess it's short for Allison.
I don't know. She was over at Shalisa's premiere, and she coined a new word.
Bacon butter.
Yep.
Bacon butter. Awesome.
Watch Fatwood Fridays on Allie Carroll. She
You
always
say naked butter.
Did you just say bacon on a Saturday night? Dish,
Bacon
does that bring
butter.
back any memories for you?
Bad ones.
bacon on Friday night.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. I had to say it before J Watt did. Come on now.
Stands for Alley Cat.
Alley Cat.
Nice.
All right.
Cool.
Cool.
Those are the best kind.
Oh,
She
that's what,
wished me a happy birthday on her channel. I thought that was really nice of her.
awesome.
Bacon
Yeah.
mayonnaise, J Watt says.
Well, that's terrible.
right? That's just that's just
Actually, that would probably be pretty good on a burger or something. I just definitely disproved my whiteness, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Your whiteness.
whiteness,
I'm sorry I missed your premiere there, Fatwood Queen. I forgot all about it.
right?
That sucks.
You don't gotta whine about it.
Well, I feel
next
bad.
time, don't you think the next time you ought to
Sorry, I'm not a kid about whining. I'm sorry.
you might have wanted to Facebook us and say, "Hey, I got my premiere."
Hey, Shalice, you got any more? You got any more videos of the old VHS stuff coming up?
Probably not till winter time.
Okay. Those are some of my favorites. I love seeing you from early 90s and stuff. Those are great.
Yeah, me and my skinny, scrawny self.
That long.
I
ass
like the
James
ones you
Bond.
do with your. I'm sorry, Steve.
Go ahead.
I like the ones you do with your dad fishing and all that. I thought that was friggin' the whole movies you had there.
It was a
And then-
simpler time, wasn't it?
I
a
just-
simpler time back then. It makes you feel so good to watch stuff like that. I'm sorry.
I thought it was awesome. So that's just me.
Thank you. Some people
Well-
like them, some people don't.
No,
Right.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Can't please them all.
Well, I think that when I got so many dislikes was because my Uncle Keith first he mooned everybody, and then he later in the video grabbed himself. Because it was a guy's day out. You know?
Okay.
You actually got dislikes on a video.
Huh?
You actually got dislikes on a video.
Yes, I get dislikes. Everybody.
A family freaking video, and somebody actually has the lack of spine.
I have to guess and say it's probably because Uncle Keith grabbed his shit, pulled out it, flipped the camera off after mooning it.
Right?
Take
One of
that.
my videos with the most dislikes was a video with my kids.
Wow.
You know,
They
That's
just
that's
disgusting.
just haters.
they just want to see.
That's disgusting.
That's why.
I had to. I'm sorry.
But
Hey,
I like
bitch.
I like her videos of the old home movies and stuff because I'm the type of guy that will sit around and watch home movies of other people. You know, if someone's
Yes.
like, "Let's bring out the home movie," I don't even fucking know you. Fucking let's break them out. I want to see what you looked like 35 years ago. You know?
Well, after you got out of prison for stalking, that's probably your closest.
Yeah.
Well,
thing.
if you're on Facebook and you saw my Facebook post the other day, you knew what I looked like 31 years ago. But you're right.
Yeah.
It
He had
is.
hair.
I had hair, and I had guns too, without the fucking flab hanging off it like they are now. You know.
Guns.
I did.
Now
I was
now I got
fucking
the guns in
stacked.
the foot.
Ask Dish.
There you go.
She saw it. I was stacked. See, that's why J-Watch should be on Facebook because he doesn't get to see the picture now. So, haha.
See, Shalisa's right arm is like tight. That's the one that does all the sawing.
Right.
No, it's bigger than the other.
Before the quagmire, Mikey gave serious thought to calling his stream
Extra muscle.
"Potted Meat with Mikey."
Pardon me, Mikey.
Now, why would you call Ohio potted meat? No, just kidding.
Jay Watt's the king of potted meat farts, probably.
Ooh, nasty.
Mm-hmm. Who wants to be around that?
You're welcome, Allie.
That Jay Watt.
Perfect lunch. Potted meat, baked beans, and pickled eggs.
Excuse me. If I can't say dog shit, you can't say potted meat. That's just
Just don't go into details for a whole half hour about it.
Oh, you left that spam.
now you say that, and now guess what they're gonna do for the next freaking half an hour? They're gonna talk about potted meat, mayo, the whole nine. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I found a new mayo dish. You might like it. It's got avocado in it. Avocado oil. or
No,
some
no,
shit.
thank you. I'm
Ooh,
good.
greasy and more greasy.
Right.
Awesome.
Slides out a lot easier. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I bet. Sticks to the roof of your mouth.
Nah,
I'm not an avocado fan.
That's right.
I tried it a couple times, and it's like
neither am I. That my daughter calls me avocado.
it's
My-
like you're eating a stick of butter or something. It's all
Camera
fatty and-
girl calls me avocado.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
My
And
little avocado.
She said, "Dad, I have to buy this because it has you on the front." But I made tuna fish this afternoon after I started feeling better, and Gina's like,
ZPD Survivor. What's
"ZPD,
up,
how
buddy?
the hell are you?" My wife's like, "Are you really gonna put mayonnaise in that?" I says, "Very, very, very little. It's about 100 degrees outside." I says, "Because you know what? I don't want it to curdle in my stomach." So it was great though. I saved a little bit of the because it was in albacore, and so I saved a little bit of the juice, and it was just dry enough. It was awesome. Put it on toast.
By the way, don't try Kroger creamy coleslaw. It's not good like the regular coleslaw. It's like
I can't. Coleslaw's got to be. I'm finicky when I eat coleslaw, Stevie.
I like the sweet stuff. Like
it has
KFC.
Camera girl found avocado potted meat. I hope not.
It makes a good ham salad sandwich spread. That's about the only kind I'll eat.
See now, I can't eat ham salad though.
Right?
Is the ham salad? That's the. It looks like ground hamburger, but it's not. It's.
All right. You might not believe this, but I got one from.
Okay.
I got one from like 25 years ago.
Wow. Cool.
Hell yeah, man.
Who you with?
That's his wife.
That looks like fresh out of high school.
I wish she was there with you so I can say, hey, you're showing us a picture of yesterday or something. So I can get you in trouble. But apparently
some people improve with age, others don't.
No, I didn't. I was just trying to. I was kind of hoping that Mrs. Ohio Wolverine would be side by side with him, so I can say, "Hey, who's that in that picture with you?" Look at that, Ohio before the gray hair.
What a handsome devil!
Actually, no, there was gray hairs. Just
you had a couple of gray hairs on the ears there. Yeah.
Yeah, it had gel in it, so it looked dark.
Oh yeah. You know what the old people used to call that gel? Guys like Steve, they used to call that Brill cream.
A little Abaduya. I got thrown down a flight of stairs at school for saying that one time.
Oh, really?
Short flight of stairs, thank God. Yeah, this one guy, his last name was Brill. And apparently he couldn't take a joke because I said, Brill cream. That's all I remember. Down the study hall stairs.
Who's that chump?
See, then you know what happened? You got married, and once you get married,
dude, I think I partied with that dude in Ohio one time when I went down there for a concert.
Probably.
That was you.
How cool!
Back in the day.
Wouldn't that be a trip, huh? Were you at Monsters of Rock at the racetrack?
No.
Now, see, Dish, I have to ask. Please,
Yes.
please tell me you're not drinking like green tea or some fucking kind of iced tea or something like that.
Well, it's real brewed tea, pure leaf, no sugar.
Yeah, I can't. I hate iced tea.
Dump that out and put Jack Daniels in there.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I can't drink iced tea.
Well, that's what the rock stars do on stage. They get an empty bottle of Jack and put iced tea in it.
I can drink.
It looks like they're drinking Jack Daniels when they're jamming.
I can drink if I wanted to. I can drink hot tea with no problem, but I can't drink iced tea.
See, I used to do the opposite. I get a bottle of tea and fill it with Jack Daniels.
No, so, again, you people that fucking mix Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels is not made to be mixed with. It's made to fucking shoot or have on ice.
I didn't say mix. I just said. He said that the rock stars take a bottle of Jack Daniels and empty it and pour tea in it, so it makes them look like they're drinking Jack Daniels. And I said I do the opposite. I get a bottle of tea and pour Jack Daniels in it to make it look like I'm drinking tea.
I know, and I thought you meant.
Well, Hank Williams Jr. did not put didn't put iced tea in his bottle because
I've seen him pass out drunk on stage twice.
He almost fell off stage when I went to see him. I mean,
speaking of famous people, do we have any Chicago PD fans here tonight? Mikey still has a half-filled bottle of high karate for special.
Wow.
No,
I know the
Boots
show a
Farm
little bit. I
apple
watched a
wine. I
little bit.
got. What's that? Ohio.
I said I watched the show for a little bit.
Well, if anybody ever remembers the commander there, she took over because she shot the fucking mayor. I mean the commander. The commander there that just became mayor. The blonde. Anyways, she's Ellen DeGeneres' old girlfriend.
Oh, Anne Heche.
Oh, and hey, she was just in a car accident.
She got in a car wreck. She hit a fucking store or something, a house or something.
Oh, she drove through a fucking house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me guess, the gas pedal stuck.
Mikey puts a cap of
I bet
full
she
of
was
Jack
drunk.
Daniels in his Copenhagen. I used to choose Copenhagen.
Ugh,
Believe
tried
or
it
not.
once, didn't like it.
But it wasn't leaf. It wasn't leaf. It wasn't like baseball players leaf. No, it was
The snuff.
the snuff. Yeah. But you know what sucked? I'm the type that goes every once in a while, and let me tell you something. That shit gets in your gut. You better have a rock. You better have a wrought iron stomach.
I'll tell you what. Talk about sucking. Is my vacuum cleaner broke, so I put a Boston Red Sox sticker on it. Now it sucks again.
Well, Dish, you know what his problem is?
What's that?
He has to come up with all these Boston things because he knows there isn't one team in his state, one team, not college, not nothing he can root for that's better or has done better. You know what I'm saying? So, take for instance, the idiot is now going, he's getting a fucking year. They get rid of a mediocre NFL quarterback. They pick up a guy who's got more civil fucking cases against him for touching girls and masseuses and everything, right?
Oh,
That's
And
the
now they
Browns way, man. That is the Browns
and now
way.
they suspend him for a year. So now they don't have a quarterback, Dish.
Nice.
And this is why he has to make fun of Boston.
And we're still paying millions out for him. Wait. There is a team I could root for in Ohio that's damn good, but I don't.
Michigan.
No, the Buckeyes. Can't tell me the Buckeyes aren't one of the better football teams that ever played college football.
Yes,
That's
I
why I
can.
hate
They're
them
not.
so much.
Yes, I can. They're not. Anyway,
How many times has Boston College won a national championship?
it doesn't matter. You asked. You just said to me, you can't tell me. And I said, yes, I can watch. And I told you.
What
Oh, my
about the
tongue's
Toledo, the Toledo Mud Hens, man? It's a hell of a baseball team. If you like AAA baseball.
I don't like AAA baseball.
Oh, we just drove by. We got a new AAA stadium, and we drove by it last night, and it's right close to the expressway, easy on, easy off. So we're going to have to go to a couple games,
Oh, that sounds like a horror on a Saturday night. Easy on, easy off.
right?
Dude,
But
if
you
you
can
ever,
still go there, watch a good ball game, get a hot dog and a Coke, and not spend $100.
And not feel like you need a shower when you get home after being touched.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
small little stadium. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, we got the Akron Rubber Ducks. They're pretty good. Little,
We used
you
to
know,
have a single A team, not a mile and a half from my house. And then the sons of bitches closed the park. I'm like, you motherfuckers. It was awesome. It was awesome. They can fight over the money in the back room of the new sport. Oh, that's right, because isn't ZPD from this fucking place?
Place.
Yeah, you know why? Because last night, think how many people were on from this fucking place early? Not many. There was only one. Fucking Dish. It was me, Ohio, Dish, Gunpowder Beauty, and Stump for a little while. So it was kind of cool. I had a couple of Southerners. One in the middle didn't know what the fuck
Yeah,
to do.
but
'Cause he's caught between half plays and a rock.
I had the pleasure of shaking Stump's hand, so some of this kind of wore off on him. Just
When I
saying.
shook your hand, something else wore up on mine. It was sticky. I don't know what the hell it was.
Yeah, it was kind of like, whoa, you can have that back.
Thanks, but no thanks.
There's
Hey,
no
I gotta-
killing in the van.
If I get the monkeypox, you know where I got it from.
So I know this is kind of like old news, but I got a question, and it's a very simple question.
Spit your swallows.
Did Broomhilda actually take her broom and fly to Taiwan?
Yes, Nancy Pelosi.
Yes.
Okay, good. So Nancy Pelosi,
And by the way, she
Hang
left
on.
like the same fucking day.
Nancy Pelosi gets on her broom and flies to fucking Taiwan, and nobody has a problem with that.
I have a big problem
Hang
with
on,
it because
hang on.
it was not her job.
Hang on. President-elect Donald Trump takes a fucking congratulatory, whatever the fuck that word is, phone call from
Yeah.
their president and gets fucking railed. So I want to know why all you bleeding heart liberals out there, right? All you people that hated Donald Trump, and I want to hear all your voices now. You all hated Donald Trump. He had no business talking to that person from Taiwan. No president. Blah, blah, blah. Shut up. Now this bitch who isn't even a vice president gets on her broom and flies all the way to Taiwan, and everybody's doing this. So here's what I get to say to all you people that thought Trump was an asshole for getting a phone call from Taiwan and saying, "Oh, Trump's such an asshole." Here, I got all that right there for you.
Right.
Insider
I'm a-
trading.
Stop right here, because I got a Sunday night thing took down the other night for making jokes about our illustrious
Really?
president. Yes. So
They shut you down?
they took it down and told me that they would not put it back up. They wouldn't give me a chance to even cut out the scenes where that would happen at. So
Are you monetized?
no.
Wow.
I'm not even monetized or nothing, and then they got me. They got me for making jokes about the thing in up there in that area. So I ain't even gonna. So be careful
Well, there's a
with
big
what you
difference
say.
between making jokes and death threats. Which one was it?
Well, I don't want to get Stevie in trouble either, but I just want to know, how does everybody else feel? That's all I want to know. Because I haven't heard one person. I haven't heard
You're
one
not going to
person.
get me in trouble, bro.
I haven't heard one person from the Biden camp say she never should have went. That's not right. La 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 la. Who is she? See, and it just nothing. Crickets.
No. All
Yeah.
they're trying to do is whack. They're trying to say that Trump cheated when he became president to take the shit away from the other administration cheating to get in the presidential. It's crazy.
Pisses me off. I meant to
Yeah.
bring it up last night.
You know
but-
what, Mikey? I'm gonna give you my honest opinion on it. You ready?
Go ahead.
I really don't care. It really didn't matter to me. It didn't affect my life at all. I thought I was kind of hoping. I mean, China made a threat saying if you're going to fly over here, we're going to shoot you down. I was kind of hoping that's what was going to happen, but it didn't. So, but I don't know.
I just
But
listen,
Ohio, how do you know that it isn't going to affect your life in the future? They have made a deal that you have no clue what she made.
Right. Yeah, I understand that. I was just trying to get a point about the plane being shot down, but
my thing
don't
is
know.
that, and first of all, do you know how long it takes to fly to Taiwan? It's like 13 hours or something foolish, okay? From the East Coast.
Yes, but she used a solar aircraft.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
no,
good.
she did, that thing
So
flew her,
my point
they
is,
flew her over
my-
on Air Force One, didn't they?
I don't care. I don't care what they flew over on. Here's my point. It's a 13-hour plane ride, 14-hour plane ride from the East Coast. You're not going to sit here and tell me that wherever I don't give a fuck where she left from. My point is, it's still a long ride whether she left from Hawaii or not. It's a long ride in an airplane. So that dumb broad was probably fucking hammered 15 minutes into that fucking flight. So now Not only is she going to fucking Taiwan, where if you were a Trump, if you stuck up for Trump, you're a loser because you got a fucking congratulatory fucking phone call. But that's okay.
13-hour flight.
So now we send a fucking drunk. Now we send a drunk over to Taiwan, lit like a fucking Christmas tree. Hey, how you doing? Listen, you know who I am. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Hey, Dish.
Yeah.
Thanks, son.
You're welcome.
Not to mention, Mikey, 13-hour flight of burning 13 hours of jet fuel. That's devastating for our global warming right now.
Right.
Well, she probably went over there to make a personal oil deal for her fuel for her car.
She definitely went over there to make some type of business deal for her husband or something. That's what that was. I guarantee it.
Get me fucking started. Oh, I get so pissed off at these fucking people.
She had to pick him up some of that special dope, so that he was on whenever he got in that damn wreck. It wasn't just the alcohol.
You know what? And what they did not divulge that we're finding out about that, there was another person in the car with him that they're not talking about.
Oh.
I wonder who was with him.
Well, can you blame him for having somebody else? If you got to live with that thing for
it was probably a fucking high-dollar prostitute that was in the passenger seat of that car with him.
The cat's hiding.
Yeah, I just can't. I even broke my sister's balls. I said, hey, listen, I got a question for you. She says, what? I go, remember when your buddy, the nitwit, took a phone call because, from a lady from Taiwan and, he wasn't supposed to and blah, blah, blah. And he wasn't even fucking president. He was president-elect. It was in December. She goes, yeah. I go, and everybody had a fucking stroke over it. She goes, yeah. I go, are you having a stroke yet that your fucking sisterhood sister fucking flew over there and fucking is over there now? Well, that's different. I goes, you know why it's different? Because it's fucking Democrats. That's why it's different. Fucking people piss me the fuck off.
R for the court. Dish,
I like how Mikey uses the word fuck like a comma.
Right.
Dish, would you rather talk about politics bullshit or mayonnaise?
Oh, mayonnaise.
I had a feeling.
So I had this dream last night that Dish wanted me to put mayonnaise all over her.
Oh, jeez.
Was it hot or cold?
Oh no, wait. You know what? I got a story that kind of is like it's not personal, but I know her. I went to school with her, and this kind of shocked me when she posted about it. Let's see. I have it. Where's the news at? Where's the news? Okay. This is all right. Her name is Allison Spalding. She's 46 years old, and she just recently pled guilty to selling invasive crayfish species through the internet.
Is she from the Northeast? Because I could be related to her. That's my mother's maiden name.
No, that's her married. That's her married name.
Either way, it don't matter. Is she from the Northeast?
No.
Oh.
She sold various species of guppies and crayfish, including marble crayfish, bred in her aquarium in Mount Vernon, Ohio. No idea that this was fucking illegal. Has anybody heard of marble crayfish?
Yes, you can't do that. You can't
take
like
a fucking professional that you know all about this.
I am, because you can't take. Okay, I'll fill you in. You ready, nitwit? You can't take a fish out of a pond, come home, and put it in your fish tank. You cannot do that.
Now they changed the law.
You can't take. Well, people don't even know what an ocean looks like, but you can't take a fish out of a fucking.
All the way around.
I said an ocean, not a fucking lake.
Same day. If you can't swim across it.
It ain't a fucking saltwater ocean. Trust me, it ain't an ocean.
I don't go
it used to be. We just transformed it.
Yeah. So you can't take fish out of the ocean and take them home. What is this, like fucking pet rescue or something?
Well, let me read right from the thing though. An Ohio woman pleaded guilty to violating the Lacey Act for selling marble crayfish, also known as self-cloning crayfish, in interstate commerce. Marble crayfish were recently declared an injurious aquatic invasive species under Ohio law.
Okay, so duh.
That's kind of always been you're not supposed to take you're not supposed to catch a fish in a river and take it and drop it in a lake, or vice versa. I mean that's always
see
been a violation.
ATV's on board with me. You people are out of your fucking minds. You didn't know this. Come on.
That's always been a law. You can take a fish out of one water and put it in another.
Species is a species not known to live in the United States,
especially when it has an over advantage above the native species.
Yeah,
I got to go see the Mississippi River when it was flooded in 1993, I think. And that is the same flood that actually went inland enough to disrupt that fish farm and let the carp out.
Uh-oh.
And look where we're at now. Let alone all the plants.
Yep.
That's stupid reed cane looking shit that's invasive from Russia. They used to sell that shit in a store called Pier 1 Imports, and people were putting it like in a corner of their living room for like a showpiece, sticking out of a milk jug or some bullshit like that. And then lo and behold, it had seeds on it, and now it's wiping out our cattails.
Yeah, but
Okay, well, here's the thing though. She didn't take this species from an area. She purchased it.
Yeah, originally it came from a different area.
Okay, but she
purchased
it from a store, from like a pet store or whatever. Like
that's the ones who should be busted.
And she wants to put it. Okay.
And then
she wants.
They don't need a mate to reproduce.
Oh.
Wow, they self-clone.
So they self-clone. So they started self-cloning, and she's got a whole tank of them. So she's like, well, shit, I can just sell these, because she bought them.
Millions of dollars to fix fuck-ups like that.
Yeah, but actually, I believe she shouldn't be the blame. The pet store she bought them from should take the hit. They're the ones that are importing this stuff.
No different than going to a nursery, a garden, what is it called? Greenhouse. They used to sell that Japanese knotweed as an ornamental, and people would call it bamboo. And now look what it's doing.
Yeah.
Tens of thousands of dollars to get rid of it along the shores of Lake Michigan.
We now have what's that viney shit that just takes over the whole woods? Kudzu. We now have that here in Michigan.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
I mean, look at these. Yeah. Look at these like Japanese or these Asian beetles that look like ladybugs, the little orange things.
Yeah, I have those.
The government did that. They released those to try to reduce the mosquito population, and now we got all those damn things.
Let me tell you.
Also used to buy those by the 1,000 box full off of Gurney's to put them on your roses to help kill the aphids.
Yep.
Oops. People are idiots. They have this one plant. It's a semi-aquatic. It likes wet areas, kind of like me. And it's called purple loosestrife, I believe, or blue loosestrife. You can see it growing. It gets a beautiful purple flower that goes up the stalk. You can see it almost any swamp. That was an invasive species, and now it's starting to thrive in wet places in America. Our government is so stupid. They were thinking about, and it has no natural bugs that eat it here. That's why it's overtaking. Our government is so stupid. They were talking about importing a bug that eats the shit to make the problem worse. Freaking idiot.
Well, what do you think those love bugs is down along the Gulf Coast in
Yeah,
Florida? The University of Florida brought them damn things in here, and then
Yeah, I just don't see. I mean,
they kill mosquitoes and fruit flies.
she's
And-
looking at a year in prison and $100,000 fine for this.
yeah.
I mean, that's kind of steep for something that the government does every day, you know?
Well, they go after the little people so it doesn't hit the headlines. If they went after the people that imported it, then it would be a big story, you know.
Who got that tattoo in her butt?
Dish.
I mean, I understand why they don't want, you know what I mean? But it just seemed like she got railroaded. You know what I mean?
Oh, I agree with you. The people she bought it from should be the ones that get the big whammy. Of course, then again, she probably wasn't licensed, and yada yada yada.
Wow, you can do that.
But
You can actually do that in Ohio, so I think.
look at the Florida Everglades with all the snakes that people.
Oh, right here.
Yeah,
Here's
all
another
the
headline.
time.
Ohio woman pleads guilty to selling invasive crayfish species across 36 states. This case is believed to be the first enforcement action of its kind.
They're trying to make a statement, huh?
Right. So listen, I might have spoke out of
Yeah.
two. I looked up your rules in Ohio, and so apparently Ohio has a rule that as long as you have a fishing license, all right, if you take, all right, so if you're fishing and you bring a fish home, and you put it in a tank, you can do that.
Yeah.
I've never heard. I was always told you can't. I was always told it's like having a deer as a pet, right?
That's a new rule change, Mike. It was only
I can't
couple
fence
years ago they allowed it.
If I know there's a fawn and a mother bedded down in my backyard, I can't build a fence and not let them out.
Well,
I can't. I don't know about you people, right? But I
Well-
can't legally do that.
Well, the thing about it was you could bring it home and put it in a tank, but you can't put it in another body of water.
Yeah.
It's
Right,
the
yeah,
way-
you
the
can't.
way I've always
Yeah,
been
because they make
told.
you wipe your boat off clean, spray your
Yeah,
boat
you
down
got-
and
you gotta
everything before you.
clean your boat.
Right.
You're
And they
supposed
don't
to
even.
wash the boat off before you go to another lake.
Here's how bad the live free or die state is. All right. You know what they do sometimes? They'll sit at the state line on the highway. Well, all right, I call them highways. You guys call them interstates. All right. And they'll sit on the state line, and all the pickup trucks go by and trailers go by, and if they have any wood in it, they pull them over.
Absolutely, ZPD. Michigan was once just about bald. We built Chicago, and Europe got a lot of our white pine. Great shipbuilding stuff.
Yeah. Hardly ever see an old growth white pine anymore. I know where there's a stump of one and it's incredibly huge.
Well, the only they say virgin timber in Michigan is Hartwick Pines, which
Mike,
you
you
got
have
to go
to catch
to.
a fish before you can bring it home to put it in a tank.
And it's not that far. It's a little ways up north.
Okay,
Right
and
there.
here was the whole thing behind it. The
Just show 'em the picture.
prosecutors said that Spalding was selling crayfish via the internet at prices from $17 for 2 juveniles to $52 for a group of 40 crayfish.
And she bought these at the pet store.
It originated that way, yes. To people who kept them in aquariums as pets, or due to their ability to clone themselves as a reliable self-perpetuating food source for other kept animals. So, like feeder fish, basically.
I don't know. I
No,
don't.
she broke the law and she did wrong, but I don't think she
Right.
should get hung for it. I think who she bought them from should get hung. If it was a pet store, a big pet store.
Well, yeah. I mean, I can see that because that's like getting a fucking puppy out of the pet store, right?
Yeah.
Getting a purebred fucking Rottweiler out of the fucking pet store.
Yeah.
and then mating it with a fucking Rottweiler and then selling the puppies for fucking $1,200 a piece.
They survive off of an omnivorous diet of algae, plants, and amphibians.
Is Susie really drinking her 40-ounce with a straw? I'm asking for a friend.
I would say, you go, girl.
So they eat algae. Oh no.
Yeah, right. You know, kind of like the zebra clam.
Yeah.
Another
You mean-
invasive species.
You mean the algae from all the let's see, they eat the algae from all the pesticides from farmers' fields that drain into Lake Erie
Oh,
that make it that you
speaking-
can't even touch the water?
And
Speaking of
sewage
fish,
from all the houses around it.
speaking of fish, Dish, do the countdown here. The da-na-na-na. Yeah, that one. There was a weird fish caught today. I spoke, so be quiet now.
Damn.
Damn!
102 ways to get muted on this chat.
Yeah, really.
16 ways to leave your mother.
Oh, I kind of miss that show after hating it for so many years.
Sit on the back, Jack. Where is it? You guys are gonna shit your pants when I tell you when I show you this.
Get on the bus, Gus.
You don't need to scotch much.
Just drop off the key, Lee. Forget
And set
about
yourself free.
That's Dish's theme song.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck is it? Some guy caught a fish begins with an S. It's got spiny fucking spiny things all over it, and I guess it's wicked poisonous. And they caught it in the river. It
Begins with an F.
No, it begins with an S, I believe. And they caught it in here, up here in Massachusetts, and they said it's highly fucking like poisonous. It'll blow your fucking hand up like a balloon, and very painful if you get it stuck in your.
That sounds like a lionfish. We're having trouble with those too now.
Yeah, we don't. Well, they didn't call it a lionfish. They called it something else.
Lionfish is a saltwater fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said that's what I said. I didn't say. I didn't call it a lionfish. Stevie did.
Have a great night, Stump. And what's up, our boy?
Good night, Stump.
Bye, Stump.
Good night, Stump.
Zebra Chinese monkey fish, ZPD is guessing.
That sounds made up. That sounds so funny.
It does, doesn't it?
That's where the monkeypox is coming from, I guess.
Yeah. I can tell you where it's coming from, but you talk about getting the chat shut down.
They're bone in the
Right.
I didn't shut Mikey's down last night, and I told him where it was coming from.
The zebra Chinese monkey fish must not have teeth.
What is
Sorry.
the name of
Is it spiny something? Because they got a rockfish that has spines on it.
the- Yeah, but it was a short.
Remember from Blue Lagoon? She stepped on one.
It was.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
wicked. It was wicked short name, like a.
It's kind of funny. She was all dizzy and passed out for a few days, and then she turned up pregnant. Wink, wink.
Yeah, really.
I don't know what happened. I didn't touch you when you were passed out, I swear. I just brought you water and food. And
Really, there is a such thing.
oh, really? Son of a bitch, there is. Is it poisonous?
Hey, boy.
Oh, then that-
Snellpin or something like that. Snellpin.
Scalp? Sculp?
No.
Sculpin?
No.
What are the ones we had? Oh, gobies.
Oh, yeah, little
Them
girl.
little bastards. They'll eat your perch bait before it hits the ground. You're
Yeah,
supposed
they're
to-
no good, but they're cute.
There it is. It's a Snellpin. SN Sculpin. I'm sorry. SCULP. SCULPIN. Sculpin.
Okay.
A smell pen.
They caught one up here on the Merrimack River, and they couldn't
Which
believe
they
it.
think it came from the bay or something.
Well, no, we didn't even know that they were here.
Right on. Yeah, the
Um,
gobies showed up in all the lakes in Michigan. I mean, the Great Lakes.
I thought it was a saltwater fish, but apparently it ain't.
Well, a goby is a saltwater fish, and it just flipped the freshwater now.
Hey, Boyd, what's up, kid? You know what else they found out down in Cape Cod, Massachusetts? Hammerhead shark. Great. Roll that in with the fucking great whites that are down. See, here's where they fucked up. They made the movie Jaws. Nobody in the state of Massachusetts knew what a fucking shark was unless it was a mako. Okay, the makos you had to go out to see them. Okay, they were nowhere that you could do anything you wanted around these waters. They make the movie in 1975. That was it. You might as well just invite them all in. And guess what they did? There's more fucking great whites here than they've ever been ever since I was a kid. I mean,
right,
big time. Now they got fucking.
Knew where the food source was.
Now they got fucking. What do you call it? Hammerheads in
that
here.
has to do with currents changing and water temperatures changing, and also there's a big movement on right now to save the shark. You know,
Well, they are. You can't shoot them here in Massachusetts.
because they were getting hammered.
Yeah,
Well,
they're an
also-
endangered species in Massachusetts.
Also, I just watched Shark Week this week, so I'm very, very in tune.
Up to
what's
date
going
with it?
on. Yeah, I'm up to date with it. The seals are moving up to that area.
Yeah,
Up
they've
Cape
always been
Cod.
here. Yeah.
Yeah,
But that's where that's the main food source
Well,
for great
well, guess
whites,
what?
so-
Guess what? There are more seals on the lighthouse. There's like 2 or 3 lighthouses in southern Maine. I'm sure there's plenty in the state of Maine, but in southern Maine, there's like 2 or 3 that I know of personally, and one of which I fished around it for a long time with my father-in-law before he died, and there are more seals on that fucking island that I've ever counted down the Cape Cod.
right.
Sorry, I'm making a lot of noise. Trying to plug my station.
So why aren't the great whites coming up to fucking Maine feeding off those fucking seals?
Because they ate all the ones down in Florida.
You know what I mean?
And that's
And that-
another thing in California, the seals are so thick or all up the West Coast because they're protected now that everybody's bitching about them, you know, sinking their boats and shit.
Here's the thing. Start shooting seals, pretend we're Eskimos, start eating some seals, the sharks will go away.
Yeah.
Just saying.
There's been a great white spotting in like the Myrtle Beach area, and that's very rare.
Yeah, well,
You know, I don't personally have to worry about it because my fat ass doesn't go in the water down there.
you don't have water anyway. You're in the fucking middle of the country.
I go on vacation, dipshit.
Oh, I was just checking. I wasn't sure.
You have the Lake Erie, you know, Mike.
Again, it's not an ocean, they're totally different.
It's connected to the ocean eventually.
Yeah, will you stop?
Yeah, there's
I'd
probably a
rather
fucking
go to California and go to the coast rather than go to the coast.
Yeah.
there's probably a bull shark in there someplace.
You gotta come to
I
the East
bet.
Coast. You
I
want to see
bet.
it? You gotta come to the East Coast. They got some of the worst storms up here. Oof.
I've been out to Delaware a few times. Family had a beach house, and it was rented through the church.
The North Atlantic up in the Maine area and in Mass and Connecticut gets some of the nastiest fucking weather out there you've ever seen. There was such things as vacation, Mikey. Well, thanks, fucking Mr. fucking transplant from fucking Maine to the fucking south, you dumbass. Listen to me. Baby seal meat, just like the old days. The Atlantic Ocean is bad.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's luxury. That's luxury eating right there.
I actually I watched the video on the real story behind the original Jaws.
Yeah.
It was actually like what, New Jersey or something like that?
No, Cape Cod, 1975.
No.
Okay, I'm wrong.
The story that the guy who wrote the book Jaws
Mhm.
based it on the story of a great white that went through some type of tunnel thing into a river system during high tide and killed a bunch of kids swimming.
If you say so.
I don't say so. The
All
fucking
I know
History
is-
Channel says so.
All I know is they did a movie. They depicted Cape Cod, Massachusetts out of it. Okay. And by the way, they filmed it, a lot of it in Cape Cod.
Right.
Okay.
Amity.
Okay. And that's all I know.
Yeah, I mean, it was the movie was depicted to take place in that area, but the original story
All right, Alec.
that happened, that the guy who wrote Jaws based his story off of,
Okay.
was here. I'll find it.
You're turning into fucking Jay Watt. You realize that?
No, I just, like facts.
You know? Jay Watt, what the fuck's this?
They got go to channel back. I can go sub alley.
Jay Watt, what is his problem with fucking facts? Why'd you need facts? Who cares? No, most people, when you mention the movie Jaws, the original Jaws in 1975, they're going to say Massachusetts. They're not going to say New Jersey. I don't care. I'm not saying you're lying to me about the New Jersey thing. Okay? All I'm saying is the vast majority of people that are old enough to remember the fucking movie, okay, are going to say it's from Massachusetts. That's all I'm saying.
Right. I know that.
I'm from Jersey. Are you from Jersey?
Something's going on with the water temperature and feeding to be within the sharks closer than sharks rule. Yeah. You're right, CBD. But again, see, you're one of those fucking palm knocking fucking people, ZPD, that don't ever have to worry about it unless you go on vacation. You know?
we got to fly Mikey out and throw him into Lake Michigan. Let him
Please.
swim, brother.
The fucking
Swim to
puddle.
the other side.
The fucking puddle.
Yeah.
Hey, I swim in Lake Winnipesaukee. I'm all set.
That's
Okay. Here it is.
Okay, here it is.
The shark attacks that inspired the guy to write the story of Jaws is in the small town of Matawan, 30 miles north of Spring Lake. Residents read about the 2 shark attacks in the local paper. They felt reassured by their 16-mile distance from the shore. Instead, ocean swimming, most residents preferred the local creek, a narrow tidal waterway sheltered from open water. But there was a great white that was able to get in there and swim up this creek, and it killed 2 kids.
You sure that wasn't a bull shark? That sounds more like a bull shark.
No, it was a great white because they caught the
No,
damn
'cause-
thing because it got trapped in there.
Because it's close to water, so the bull shark, they'll come up, but they're not gonna stay long. It's not.
Yeah,
like
it was
they're gonna live
was in the Jersey Shore, and these original attacks took place in 1916.
there. Okay.
So that was the you
So
read the
again,
story
yeah,
about
it.
But I mean, they didn't wait. Okay, you got me. Whatever.
I mean, that's just the.
I'm just saying.
That's just the actual real events that inspired the man to write the book.
That's
Jersey ain't nothing but a toxic waste dump anyway. So I mean,
this is true. I mean, we don't even
they
consider
don't
Jersey
call
a
it the
state.
garbage state for nothing. I mean,
Right. It's like Delaware and fucking DC, and we don't consider that even a state. They're just fucking.
Well, the only reason New Jersey exists is so New York City has a waste dump they can ship shit to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, like what I was saying though, Mikey, is like, people say, "Oh, Jaws was based on a true story." No, it wasn't based on a true story, but the shark attack that inspired the guy who wrote Jaws. You know what I mean? It's based on real events, but it's just inspired by.
Technically is a true story, so it's technically kind of based on a true
Mike,
story.
I am an East Coast dude. Grew up living on the Atlantic Ocean most of my summer lifetime. Deep sea fishing. I got to go to Michigan in 1994. I am 54 years old. We went to Delaware, New Jersey, New York, upstate New York, and Maine. Says ZPD survival. Well, I'm glad that the main part is excellent. I can't do nothing about. I can't do anything about this part.
He ended up in the best state ever.
So then you know what an ocean looks like. So ZPD, are you going to sit here and tell me, right, that the North Atlantic, because you were in Maine, that the North Atlantic in the winter, motherfucking nature, that bitch she is, and you're going to tell me It's the exact same weather you get on fucking Lake Ontario or
Hey,
Huron.
did Gordon Lightfoot ever write a song about the storms there like he did in Michigan?
I don't know.
So shut up.
He wrote about Lake Superior.
I don't know.
Yeah, but Gordon Lightfoot should have stopped that song about halfway through because I mean it's an hour damn long song.
Yeah, but isn't he also some fucking kind of fucking monkey swap and spit fucking douchebag anyways?
No,
I just,
I didn't say he was from here. He wrote about the song. Like,
now, see, he must be hammered too. Who the fuck wants to write about fucking Michigan or Lake Huron or Lake
Damn.
fucking whatever? I mean, really,
Hey,
think about it.
That Matterhorn Creek or whatever, where those
Here we
attacks took place in 1916.
I thought we were off of the subject, but go ahead.
No. Hang on. I'm just reading. There was an 11-year-old boy that was doing a report for school about the 1916 attacks or whatever.
Yeah.
And they in 2011 they went to the creek to like visit the, area and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody was attacked while they were there. Another shark attack in the creak.
There you go. We're going to have a Jaws like that.
Can you imagine that?
Or what is it, Jaws? We up to like Jaws 6 now?
Do you know
No,
why?
it'd be 5.
Hey, you watch fucking Jaws. I watched Jaws week since like July 1st, but you've been watching it for a week, so you got me. You know why, right?
You know why what?
Do you know why 100 years later somebody got bit?
Why's that?
Because if you watch Shark Week, if you watch it on National Geographic, you would have learned that they're now trying to prove that when the sharks are born, they're just like fucking salmon, right? In a sense.
Oh, gotcha.
They're going to go wherever their ancestors went looking for food and then back to where they were.
And they're probably going to breed in the same areas and spawn.
Exactly.
Or whatever.
That's why sharks will never go away. And that's what they said. And they proved it by DNA, right? They took DNA out of like 18 fucking sharks or something. And then they had to go in, ban. Of course, they used the ban and blah, 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 did all that shit. And then they're like, wait a minute. That one was.
Big ass TV. What's
but
up?
now the pup is here. You know what I'm saying? So.
All right, I'm about to blow your mind, Mikey.
Oh, I'd rather have you not blow me, period. But go ahead. I'm on a roll.
Do you like egg salad?
In the winter.
Do you like chicken salad?
Yes.
Well, technically, egg salad is also chicken salad.
Here we go. You know what? I can't.
Yeah.
Good night,
one.
CPD.
You're right.
Well, now,
Hey, MCK.
MCK, what's up?
Hey, MCK.
Listen.
okay, hey.
Listen, I don't give a fuck about the chicken and the egg, okay? All I know is
Here you go. Look, Stevie.
What am I looking at?
Sig Sawyer, red dot,
Nice. Is that the one you're sending to me this time?
or a green dot, whatever color we like.
Yeah, green dot.
See?
I'm not a red dot guy, though. I tried it for a minute. It's just like, Of course, when I get settled and can shoot out my backyard, maybe I'll put one on.
I find the green dot easier to use outside, like in the day.
That color green, they did a big study when they were looking for hunter's orange and blah, blah, blah. That color green is the most visible in the woods. So why
What about,
they
have you
chose
seen
the
blue?
orange, I don't know.
Some companies are making blue dots now. Have you seen a blue dot?
Well, that
No.
seems weird.
I've seen a tar dot. Mikey, explaining to Mrs. Mikey, come on, baby. Get out of here. It's in my DNA. I can't help it. No, I'm serious. That's they did this thing on DNA, and that the sharks are here. They go back to, it was kind of interesting. I think deer do the same thing. Think about it, right?
I wonder if you can see this on camera. Where's my camera at?
Granted, what's a deer's, what do you call it, Stevie? 7 miles, 6 miles?
And it's hard to
Deer
It's hard to do.
range?
Yeah,
Hold on, I can see the green dot
about 7 miles,
right in
right?
the middle of your forehead, coincidentally.
A deer's only what, 7 mile range?
Yeah, 7 or 10, something like that.
Yeah. So they're young are gonna eat in that same range. I mean, it's not like it's
Right.
rocket science, right? Well, look at bears. Bears will go 50. You know,
Polar
Barnhart.
bears will go hundreds of miles, won't they?
well, they have no
Yeah,
choice.
they have to.
They have no choice.
Hey, Prepper.
You know, I watched a thing on
Yeah,
polar
yeah,
bears when I was in high school, and they said that a polar bear will actually track like a human down like 100 miles, smell them to fucking attack a human.
What up, Redneck Prepper? Nice to see you.
I watched this documentary one time about this fucking jackass, and he went into this fucking enclosure. It was like a big giant cube, right? And it was like 4-inch thick plexiglass. And he went and sat in front of fucking polar bears. What are you, a fucking idiot?
Get right.
You have a better chance with a grizzly than you do a polar bear, in my opinion.
Oh,
Am I
you
right?
do. If a polar bear is coming at it, just like the black bear, more people survive, and of course, more people are bitten. More people survive grizzly bear attacks than they do black bear attacks, because a black bear, if he attacks you, chances are he's looking at you like food, not a threat.
Yeah.
I
Fucking A,
think
that's
it's like the difference between a seal and a sea lion. Because the sea lions are big and lazy. The seals, or the sea lions are the thin and maneuverable ones, and the seals are big, fat, lazy.
I watched Discovery Channel one day, and there's this big ass fucking. They did this documentary on polar bears and how they're hunting and everything. And then this one polar bear got hurt. He fucked himself up big time, and he found this pod of fucking sea lions, and he tried to fuck with them, and one of the fucking sea lions just went, shh, and then he really couldn't do it. I felt bad for it. You don't think he's gonna die. Mikey should go to Alaska and spend a couple of weeks living with Timothy Treadwell. Listen. I'm not a total jackass and an idiot and oblivious to fucking things. Okay, I know that poor Timmy Treadwell got his girlfriend and him both eaten for lunch, and it's on video somewhere.
Or
So yeah, but did you ever see the documentary? The guy was a couch jumper.
dirt.
Timothy Treadwell. He was a
Yeah.
couch jumper. He went from couch to couch to couch to couch to couch.
Yeah.
You know, hooks
You
up with
do
this
that if
girl.
you have, wealthy parents and stuff
Oh,
like that.
come live with my family. Well, you're an idiot, bringing your fucking girl up into a fucking place with fucking.
The guy was an idiot.
I don't even know
No.
who you're talking about. Was he a YouTuber?
Timothy Treadwell was the. Listen to me. Timothy Treadwell was a guy who thought he was a bear, wanted to be a bear, and all that. Okay, and then
Went to Alaska.
went to Alaska, saw the same bears all the time. Got used to them. He was like, 3 feet away from a fucking 1,000-pound fucking grizzly, and the thing didn't bother him and all that.
Used to yell at fishermen, "Go away,
Yeah.
fishermen! Leave the
Right,
bears
leave him alone, leave him
alone."
alone. These are my friends.
Sounds
Yada
just
yada
like
yada.
him, Steve.
Then he gets involved. With his girlfriend and takes his girlfriend to see the bears. Well, guess what? Apparently, one of the bears was a little bit extra hungry that day. Okay, and then ate them both.
Yep. Smart feller.
And it's on fucking video. Obviously, they're not going to show you the video. I'm sure if you go to the dark web, you can find it. But I'm not interested in that right now.
Okay, I'm looking him up now.
I'm
But
sure Ohio would defend us.
I saw one with a wolf guy too. Except this guy would leave because he had a job. He'd leave and come back, and they would always accept him, right? And then he got to be like fucking the alpha male,
They made a movie about it.
which scares me because he's an alpha male. So what he would do is that He said he would
Oh.
take the heart because like the heart was always, something that the hierarchy ate, right? He'd take the heart, boil it, go back to his tent and boil it or whatever, and then eat it in front of them. You know what I mean? And but he did that for years, but he never got eaten, never got nothing.
Have a good night, Boyd. Thanks for popping in, buddy.
And I would take a pack of wolves.
Yeah, Mikey, that's because you love wolves.
Okay, yeah, this guy had like a movie back in like the early 2000s or something. Yeah,
Yep.
idiot.
Made a big hoop-de-doo about it. But Mike, I've literally had a wolf's mouth encompass my. Are you froze?
He's froze.
God damn it! I'll save it to when he comes back. Scooby Dooby Doo.
Ready for a kiss?
See
But
you,
in
boy.
defense of this Timothy Treadwell.
Yeah,
See, I knew it.
No, I'm just
of
kidding.
course.
Ohio, 3 more stories like that, I'm gonna start calling you a semi-liberal.
That's just I don't know. Like I said, man, the TV shows when animals attack, that's the wrong name for them shows. It should be called When Stupid People Get Close to Animals.
Yeah.
Stevie, I'll be right back.
All right, man.
When stupid people get too close to wild animals.
Not yet, Jay Watt. I answered you before, brother. Not yet.
Have you
Although
guys-
this house does have good karma, so I think the spirits that are here are good. As soon as I found this house and walked through the threshold, it felt like I was home. My daughter said the same thing. She told me one time, Dad, we owned a different house. She said, Dad, we lived in that house for 2 years or 4 years. She goes, I never really felt at home there. She said, as soon as I walked into this house, I felt like I was home.
And the only mystery is who Russell is.
So if anybody would have seen the spirits is when Shalisa was like nosing around my dungeon.
Yeah, I had to write my name in red paint like Russell did. I still want to know who Russell was.
I thought Russell was the youngest boy of the family. And
Okay.
I don't know if he just did that or see, in my mind, I like to think he was being punished and was locked down there. And wrote his name in paint in red blood or paint on the door.
Red rum.
Yeah, right.
I bet he wrote on the bathroom stalls a lot too.
Yeah, I wonder if he grew up doing that. Did he ever get busted for graffiti?
For a good time call.
Yeah. Oh, Sue, you haven't put your name on that door yet. And Dish, I can't believe it
Yeah.
might not have been a thing yet when you popped over here
No.
because you didn't write your name on the door. So
No.
you'll have to come back before I move.
Yep, I will.
Hey, honey, would you scratch your name with your fingernail on my back?
Okay.
Just dig it in. Was that pushing it? Was that a little weird?
No, it was sexy.
Ooh,
Did you see?
so nasty.
Did you see that? I posted another deal in our room with that Hollison red dot.
No,
No.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, Hollison, like a pistol red dot for $179 at PSA. That's a good fucking deal on that thing. You guys, did you see my inflation calculator thing?
Oh, I don't even want to go down that road.
Well, look at it.
You
As it is. You have to look at it.
No. Nope.
All
I know is when I was younger, I looked into it, and for the first time in history, per loaf of bread, I made less money than my father did. Per living expenses.
This is just nowadays reported inflation and the actual inflation. You have to take a look at it. Trust me. You're gonna like what you see.
Unless it's funny, I don't even want to know because I
Take a
know how
look.
bad it is. I just put
Paul
Yeah.
Harvey did the best. Paul Harvey did the best impression of inflation that I've ever heard. I mean,
the
he
rest.
did it on the radio. I mean, he took a loaf of bread and broke it all down, and everybody along the way paid taxes on it. And so by the time it got to the end consumer, everybody had paid so much taxes on it. The loaf of bread was free except everything going to the damn government.
Yeah. Paul Harvey's good. Or
Yeah.
I should say Paul Harvey and his writers are good who come up
Yeah.
with that stuff.
So you're not even going to do me the solid of even checking it out, are you?
Put a link in the chat.
It's in our room.
Oh, I'll look.
I already looked there.
In our room. In our room. Oh, Dish, you never took me in your room when we were over.
Oh yeah, you guys could have came in.
Damn it. Aw.
Guys, I'm gonna jump out of here. Y'all have a good night.
All right, brother. Say
All right, take it
say
easy.
hi to the wife for me.
No.
Good night.
Good karma at you. In my room. I can't believe it. I didn't even get to see the boogie board in person or nothing.
I know you guys could have signed it and everything.
Oh, that would have been epic.
Yeah.
Shit. Road trip. I called it. Another one.
Took a few weeks on the way.
Yeah, right, Jay Watt, where all the magic happens. Nice.
One for family here.
Yeah, I blew my thumb there last night. I should have not told you about the new fishing pole till tonight. Durr.
Oh yeah, that's a nice fishing pole.
I can't wait to try it. It looks like it might be like one of them ones you catch a bluegill on that almost doubles over.
Yeah, oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh! It's about that big.
Yeah.
Damn it. Nobody saw that, did they?
Yeah, got a picture of it.
Yeah, great. Thanks. I was delivering today, and Susie's taking snapshots of me walking away. I said, "Don't do that." I seen the picture. Now I'm self-conscious of the way I walk.
You walk fine.
I'm bow-legged as hell.
Well, I was trying to sneak a picture of the house.
Yeah, it was a gorgeous house.
Oh, okay.
And he was walking up, and I'm like, I'm holding it to the side because I don't know if people get in trouble if I take a picture of a customer's home.
Yeah, they call that stalking, sweetheart.
Well, yeah, I'm stalking you.
Whoa!
But
Stalkers done been stalked. No, we seen a house today, and the color combo was gorgeous. They had their windows, shit, I can't remember what it's called now. Where they have the 1x frame around their window, mirrored. Yeah, I don't want to see that. But they had like a light gray blue siding, and then kind of a cedar brown wood around their windows, and at the peak of the roof and stuff, and it looked absolutely cool. Like
make it look expensive looking.
yeah, like modern cabin, classy, weird,
Pretty awesome.
right?
I'm trying to find.
You got me like mid-stroke. I'm like, oh, no. Yeah, I'm never taking you again. I want to do the dishes.
Oh, well, Marilyn, there. Yeah, look at this picture. No way. This is why I look. I'm trying to be sneaky.
Right, Jay Watt? I don't. Oh, I keep. Well,
That's why I'm like, nah, because I zoomed it over and so you can't see me.
mid-stroke. This stroke. Stride. Sorry, stroke, stride, same thing. Well, okay, it's not.
Let's get quiet.
It's because Ohio quit talking and Mike left.
Right? The cone of silence.
I don't know.
Good show.
I was looking for topics and trying to keep it going with something, and
Got yelled at.
got yelled at.
I don't want to know. I just want to day by day, bill by bill, until I get to where I want to be, and then I'm golden. I'm in survival mode, like huge right now.
So you still haven't looked at it.
No, but I will. I can't do it in the middle of a live stream. I don't have a commercial to run, for fuck's sakes.
Right?
Ruger, the best handgun in America. Ooh, I'll go for that, J. Watt. Dish could put her hair in a ponytail. What?
What?
Slowly.
Slowly.
Almost. A wet ponytail.
Oh,
Shake your head and the water flies out.
I'd like to see Dish in a ponytail too.
Lover's handle, as it's so called.
Right?
Boy, that just took a turn. Nice blush, Dish.
I know, isn't it good? Natural.
Yeah, rose and pink cheeks. You get a little blush up here too.
Yeah, I do.
That's cute. Reach over, turn the fan on.
Yeah, I know it.
Shalise, I wanted to ask you in your live stream, but it got over too quick because I showed up late like usual. I mean, in your debut thing.
Premiere,
Thank you. Where did you get that heat done? It seems to work pretty awesome.
I got my first heat done off of Amazon, and it was just a one temperature, and it burned out quick. So I did some research. I got it off Amazon.
Okay, so it's the step up from what you had.
Oh yeah,
It looked like it was doing the job.
it was worth the money.
Right.
I use it a lot in my candle making, and it just comes in very handy with the resin.
Cool.
I gotta make it out to your guys' side of the state and raid your resin patch there, Steve.
Right on.
Too bad Mikey ain't in here right now because I got the ultimate meme for him.
I think it's been 3 years since I've been over there, so they should be
Hang
nice.
on, I get better angle.
You got the magic tilt. Come on, you can there. Oh,
Hello.
hold on. Don't move. I'll put you on present
Monkeypox protection.
or solo layout, as they like to call it.
Stays.
Oh my God. Yeah, we're getting shut down for sure now.
Oh no.
I never thought of using a mask like that. What are you wrapping around to hold it on there?
Your boner.
It keeps shifting left. What's that?
Where do you put the ear straps?
Yeah, no kidding.
A double ring. Nice.
Oh, really?
A 2-temp Wagner heat gun. 2 temps, huh?
$20, that ain't bad at all. Because I was thinking Harbor Freight, but I mean, if you can get one for $20, why go all the way to Harbor Freight?
Let's see here.
I like the airflow adjustment on that one. See, Dish, I kept that clean. I could have said
Yep,
the
you did.
flow adjustment.
It goes up to 7, and of course, it's got the 2 for all it does is faster air. So
Oh, okay.
if that one says 2 temperature, they're only counting this 1, 2. This one's got 1 through 7. Ooh, blow my. I swear this thing's like a blow dryer, but don't. Ooh,
Yeah,
man.
you like getting the old singe cut.
Yeah, if you melt resin, I recommend just sticking it directly on hot coals. Or I saw this woman; she did an incredible job melting her pitch in like a double boiler pot on an electric stove outside.
Right
And
on.
it reminded me, stop being so scared to heat it up. Heat that shit up, melt it, and strain it. I want to keep doing it slow and careful, but no, I need to go back the way I used to do it. Cook that shit up, get it hot, dump it through the strainers.
Take the chance, blowing up the neighborhood.
When I was doing all that and doing the video outside, I had a big ass smoke griller lid on the ground in case I needed to put it over.
Gotcha.
And I had my kitchen fire extinguisher and the one that I keep in my car. So I was all ready for that.
Right on.
Didn't want to light it up and not be able to put it out.
Yeah, that shit.
Yeah.
I could see it lighting and somebody panicking and trying to stomp it out and it getting stuck on their shoe and getting worse.
Right.
Better watch it. That looks like a little bowl of crack.
Yeah. Yeah, if you take the heat gun to that, it's gonna go flying everywhere.
Right. Actually, it kind of looks like heroin. Just saying.
I've been pretty
How do you know what
naive.
heroin looks like, Steve?
Just saying. I watched 60 Minutes, Mike.
Oh, okay.
Brown something they call it.
See, this isn't even
Why,
fair.
why, Jay? What, you want him to touch it?
Jay wants to know if you wash your hands, Mikey.
Yes.
Good answer.
He had to think about that for a while, though, didn't he?
Well, he was going to say.
No, because I'm trying to find something out here. Apparently, it's an unconfirmed report that somebody caught a 16-pound largemouth bass.
Wow.
And
That's got to be a record.
well, yeah, because I looked it up. The record's actually 15 pounds. And so, but here's the problem with the 15 pounds, right? It's on a pond that
What?
has a quarter, 0.4 is a quarter, right? Almost a half a mile. What?
Yeah.
0.48 is almost a half a mile, square miles, right? So that's a fucking small pond, correct?
No, 0.4 acres is tiny.
No, you said square miles.
0.0 or 0 point?
0.48 square miles,
Okay.
not acres.
That's half a mile. Half a mile.
So that's still kind of small, right?
Yeah.
All right. So they caught a 15-pound. That's the state record. So you know what that's like? That's like fucking feeding that thing bass. No, but my thing is that that's so small. I mean, it isn't like they pulled it out of the fucking Quabbin Reservoir here in Mass or
Predators.
pulled it out of a fucking major river. You know what I mean? Like the Connecticut
Yeah,
River.
probably all the biggest damn largemouths are always in fucking old ass farm ponds and shit.
Right, and that's my point. So, like in New Hampshire's largemouth is only 10 pounds, right?
Yeah.
And it's back in 1967. Great year that was.
Wow.
But we got one on the lake that I actually saw. That the guy, he landed it, had it on his, he's trying to fucking net it, and he lost it, and I was fucking.
Something that big, you go whole, you dive on it.
Right.
I
Fuck
was
that
like,
net.
wow. I said it was close. I'm not saying it was 10 or over. It
Right.
was fucking. It was big.
A 5-pound largemouth is big.
We be able to see. I catch 5 pounders up here, no problem. Well, not me
Dude.
personally, but you know other people do.
My
But-
largest one I ever caught was 7 1/4 pounds.
Yeah,
And it was 27 inches long, and it was a monster.
Nice.
yeah.
But you see, it all depends where you live. It's regional, because you go down to
Right.
Texas, you go down to parts of these lakes in Florida and shit like that, right?
Lake Okeechobee.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. And they're
10
catching,
pounders all day long.
yeah, or Tina's, right? And it's like, you know, you cut a 6-pound fucking largemouth, and like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know,
yeah, that largemouth I caught in a lake here in Ohio was actually stocked with Florida bass because it was a sportsman's club,
oh, then
and
it's
they stocked it with what they call like Florida bass.
307 acres is a large area. Then I'll accept that as not fishing in a fish bowl.
I got a 50-acre biological preserve down here that I like to hike, and it's got 3 lakes in it.
Right on. 2 football fields. That's about the size of my lake. My lake might be a little bigger than that, but not much.
Don't forget, a football field's only 100 yards. Don't add the 2 10-yard end zones.
Be 3 acres. 3 or 4.
Don't have
Maybe 3 football fields. I think my lake is like what'd they say, like 15 acres or something? It's got to be bigger than that. Let me see if I can find it.
Lake Berryessa in California is about that big, but it's
So
narrow.
So one football field is roughly 1 acre. So the exact measurements of football fields vary. It says 1 hectare, HECTARE, equals 2.47 acres, 2.47 football fields in 1 hectare. How many football fields would make an acre? So it should be 1, right? 1 acre equals 43,560 square feet. So for 10 acres, you will have around 435,600 square feet.
Yeah, my mom and dad used to live on 3/4 of an acre, and it was just about exactly the size of a football field. Oh, my lake is
A football field is 1 acre.
yeah. My lake is 42 acres.
There you go. That's a lot of football fields.
Yeah.
Well, when I was bass fishing the shoreline and stuff, it used to take till, if I went out there at daybreak, I was probably home by noon, 1 o'clock, you know, going from all around the outside
Mm-hmm.
fishing.
If you include both 10-yard end zones,
That's not 100 yards. That's 120. That's 100,
Right.
100 yards. That's 120.
right? But listen to me, if you include those,
Yeah.
an acre is about 75% of that field. So an acre is actually smaller than a football field.
Right on. When they changed it all, now they measure in hectares.
Yeah,
So-
hectares.
So
HECTARE.
basically, if you take the damn end zones off, 90 yards is an acre.
Right.
No, they said a football field is almost an acre. I just looked it up. I just read it to you.
That's
I
what
just
Ohio
read it back to
said.
you. With including the end zones, which is 10 yards each, that's 20 yards.
Yes, including
Right.
the end zone. You're right.
So
I'm not including the end zones though.
it's 76%. So if you take off the 2 end zones, is 20 yards. You're down to like 90. You're down to like 95 yards.
So that lake was 307 acres. Thanks, Julie. So that's pretty good size.
That's why I said it's almost, because that's what they said there. It's just about.
Yeah.
It's almost.
Can you define almost?
Yeah, I can.
Sorry, I got all
5 yards shy. 5 yards shy is almost.
So yada yada yada. Nobody will recognize the bass as a record. I don't know.
I want to go back to why it matters what size the pond was when it comes to a record fish.
Why? Because I'll tell you why. In my opinion, it's like these jackasses you watch on the hunting channel fucking hunting from a feeder. I told you. I've already been through this with you. There's only a couple of animals. There's only a couple of fucking animals that I think you should be able to hunt from a tree stand and shoot it if they're at a feeder, and that's hogs are one of them. Now, but we're not talking about hunting. We're talking about fishing. If you have a lake, I have a pond in New Hampshire. It's technically a pond now. It used to be where I grew up swimming. Okay, the Army Corps of Engineers took part of the small end of Crystal Lake that I'm on and made a gravel dike around it. Okay, to form a pool of water. That thing is maybe 30 yards across, maybe 30 yards across one way, and then the other way, and that's the longest distance, and the other way hang on, the other way maybe because I wanted a place to swim, and the other way may be 25 yards across. Okay, I can cast and hit the shore pretty much. Okay, so it's not that far. All right, now if I catch a 12-pound bass out of that, am I a fucking hero? No, you know why? Because that's like we were talking about earlier, getting fish, bringing it home, putting it in my fish tank and go, hey, look, I just caught a fucking 15-pound bass out of my fish tank. Because that's how I look at it.
So
whereas if you went to the Great Lakes, whereas if you went to
100-acre lake, it doesn't count then.
No, 100-acre lake is a lake. That counts. That's not a.
But I'm saying,
fish bowl.
You're saying you're not a good fisherman, and it shouldn't count unless it comes out of a big lake.
No, I'm saying it shouldn't come out of something tiny.
A private farm pond.
Like a farm pond that's 2 acres big? No. If you own a farm and your thing is 2 acres, your farm pond is 2 acres, and you caught a 13-pound bass, no, that don't make you some bass fisherman. Sorry.
Right.
When I go to the YouTuber in Kentucky, they had a big old dump truck load the 2-acre lake on his property with channel cats.
So what?
Cool.
What if I have to hike like 3 fucking miles
uphill in the snow? I don't care.
This pond.
I don't care. I don't care.
You can have the farm pond record. I have no problem with that.
Yep.
But I don't think we,
Absolutely. You can have the farm pond record. You can have the trophy, the king, your name in the fucking record books and all that. But as far as state record,
no.
I don't get it. I mean, I just don't get it.
I just explained it to you. So you're going to sit here and tell me if I owned a farm, right, and I built a half-acre fucking pond. How small is a half an acre? Half of a football field. And I built a half an acre and loaded it with bass and pickerel and perch.
I didn't say anything about loading it.
What do you think they got there by themselves?
Might be able to.
Yeah, they do. Birds carry fish.
Oh, here we go. This ought to be.
They do.
Okay.
Look at all the times that things got flooded. You know there were fish in that water that got transferred.
Yeah. 90, but we're talking about farm ponds, young lady.
Relax. They had to have a passport.
Relax. I haven't seen one farm pond that was purposely built to put fish in it that they didn't add fucking fish to it. Not one. I have not seen one farmer build a pond. You heard what I just said there, right? Build a pond. Get an excavator, build a pond. Right?
Dig
and then they put fish in it. And guess what else they do? Hey, this is the best part. I just watched one the other day. The guy put his feeder there. Okay? Put his feeder in his pond. All right? Now he's going to catch bass and call himself a fucking fisherman? Wrong. All right, I digress, Stevie.
Well, I mean, growing up in actual farmland, not fucking city, there's plenty of farms that have farm ponds with no fish in them because they're made to water the livestock.
Correct.
And guess what?
What?
Sometimes, after years, fish appear in them. How'd they get there? If the farmer didn't put them in.
They say fish eggs will actually stick to a duck's foot.
Right.
So, my mom dug a pond at her land, and it's stocked now.
Okay.
But before, they didn't put anything in it because they were going to use it for a swimming pond for all the grandchildren. And it wasn't, but 3 years went by, and they started seeing fish in it.
What? How big is
and they didn't put one damn fish in that pond themselves.
How big is the pond?
How big is the pond?
How big is the pond?
I don't know. It's probably close to an acre.
Can you throw a rock across it?
One way you can, the other way you can't, because it's
Okay,
kind of like it's like guitar pick shaped.
Okay, that's fine. Guess what? If you pull out a 19-pound, 34-inch largemouth bass out of that pond, it ain't no state fucking Ohio State record. In my opinion, it's not an Ohio State record. You might as well just pull it out of the freezer at the fucking market.
It's still a big fish, though, man. It's still
Of course,
a big
it's a
fish.
big
I don't
fish.
see what you're...
Of course, it's a big fish, but it's a
doesn't
lot
matter where
easier.
you catch it.
Because it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier.
It's not like I went out and fed the fucking thing every day.
It's
It
a lot
doesn't
easier.
matter. If you look up the rules, it probably would not qualify.
That's
Like
right.
those
It has to
world
be a large
record
body of
bucks.
water.
Look, just like the world record bucks that the guys shoot on those farms, they do not qualify as a record because they're not wild deer. They don't classify them as wild. And plus, if the pond is surrounded by private land and nobody else has access to it, you can have all the farm records you want, but it's not a state.
Exactly.
Honorable mention,
absolutely. You still have to catch the fish. I get it. I'm with you 100%. But it doesn't. It's Ohio. I've had this conversation with, and I think it was you, or it might have been Stevie or somebody else, maybe Dish. I don't. It's got nothing to do with me being from the city. I don't believe in this. Hey, let's go hunting, right?
Hey, Swamp Donkey, what's up?
We're gonna sit in a blind. We're gonna wait for 4:02 for the feeder to go off, and at 4:09 the deer are gonna walk in and eat. And let's shoot one. To me, that's not hunting. To me, that's going to the grocery store and shooting it out of the fucking freezer.
I'm gonna go hunt freaking hogs from a helicopter.
Now
It's gonna
the
be
hogs
great.
is different. Hogs
There you
because
go.
they're new and they
the
suck.
Fish
They're like
Ohio.
squirrel.
You got Fish Ohio, is where you get your records and stuff from.
Yes, sir.
The only thing that they say is state record fish must be kept frozen for verification.
Right. That's most states.
Yeah. The deadline for applications for the year is December 31st.
That's qualifications. Look up the rules.
Right here. Fish must not be taken. Okay, fish must be taken by legal angling and not from a pay lake. So pay lakes don't count.
What's a pay lake?
You don't know what a pay lake is?
No.
If I knew what a pay lake was, I wouldn't be asking you.
What is their description of a pay lake? Any lake surrounded by private property or what?
No. Pay lake is where you go and you pay money to fish there.
Yeah, that's the common description.
Never. I never
What
went
is
to a fucking
their
lake and paid money to fish there.
What is their description?
Mikey, your camera's on.
Swamp Donkey.
Don't scratch your ass.
Largemouth bass, Fish Ohio is 20 inches, so that's cool.
Go make this thing.
Shit, I caught a fucking what do you call it? This was 20 inches. That fucking smallie I caught. I bet you that's 20 inches, right?
Yeah.
Almost. It didn't weigh, it only weighed probably 3.5 pounds, 3 pounds.
I can't find the definition of a pay. Hang on, let me search and see what they have. on their website.
Jay, what you got to get on fucking Facebook, kid, so
Well,
I can fucking show you the pictures of the fish I'm catching.
If it's a typical DNR website, they always leave unanswered questions because that's how they roll. It's the interpretation of the law.
Right, Mikey, scroll up and read my laptop comment. Okay, let me scroll up there, Jay. What? Laptop. Where are we? If Mikey throws a laptop across the basement, he's probably hopping in the car for a road trip tonight. Amen to that, brother. Ohio, I've never listen to me. I have never heard of the phrase
it just
Pay
says
Lake.
Pay Lakes. It just says Pay Lakes.
We don't have them here.
Pay Lakes are lakes that you have to pay, which is a private
private lake.
A private owner or company
Correct.
to fish there per hour, per day, or considered campgrounds. Campgrounds are also considered pay lakes. If you're paying to camp there and they have fishing, that's considered a pay lake.
Correct. I don't agree with that.
Unless well, here's how Massachusetts does that, right? Unless it's on a river. Dish. I got it back, Dish. I missed it.
You got it back.
Wouldn't it be? Isn't that the way it is for the most of the lakes in Michigan?
No.
No, don't you have like Lake fucking Michigan in Michigan?
Yeah, but to get in, you either have to have a tag on your license plate or you have to pay to get in it.
State parks.
So you're telling me being from Massachusetts, I can't buy a Michigan fishing license and then go fishing in Lake Michigan?
Yeah, you can.
All right.
She's saying in order to use some of these state parks and lakes, you have to buy a permit or tag to get in.
Yes.
So that's considered.
We don't have to pay the. Okay, so we have them here too. You have to go in. You go to the thing. It's like it costs you $3.
First of all, you don't even have to sweat worrying about catching a record fish in our campground lakes because they are so freaking fished out.
Right.
You ain't getting shit unless it's some old grandpa way in the car.
Ohio did say it was privately owned. So
when
you go up there to like the Michigan, you buy a tag to get into the stuff. That's government owned.
Privately owned. There you go. So guess what? The fish off the pond at your mom's wouldn't count.
Yeah, it would. It's not a pay pond.
It's
privately owned.
I said the definition of a pay lake.
Oh my God! You just said
the definition of a pay lake is a privately owned lake that you have to pay someone to fish there.
That's most of the definition, privately owned. In other words, you can control those fish privately because nobody else can. You could be out there feeding them live minnows every day, forcing them down their throat.
It's a sad night in America when Stevie agrees with me. No,
but you're flip flopping the definition though, guys.
No, I'm not. You said to us.
My mom's pond is not a fucking pay lake.
Okay, let me ask you this.
But it's on
just because it's privately owned.
Let me ask you a question.
Privately owned.
Let me ask you a question. You don't know me. I don't know you. I don't know your mom. I notice your mom has a pond on her property. Can I go fish on it?
No.
No. Why?
If you go up to the door and ask nicely, she might allow it.
Hang on. Why can't I go fish on that property?
Public access.
Because it's what?
Because it's private.
Thank you.
But it's not a fucking pay lake. I'm talking pay lakes. Why can't you understand that? Ohio's definition of a pay lake is a privately owned lake.
Okay, let me ask you this then. Let me ask you this.
You have to pay to fish there.
Do you have any rivers in Ohio? Do you have any rivers in Ohio? Do you have any campgrounds on those rivers?
I'm probably sure we do.
Okay, so if I catch a fish in the river, because the river's not a lake, is that a pay lake? Because I went to a campground on a river?
No, because you can't privately own a river. You can't. You can't own a river.
But you can privately own the pond on your mother's farm.
And also the fish have free will to come and go as they please.
Yeah, but it's not a farm, it's just land.
Whatever. You know my point. So all I'm saying is that to get back to my original thing, okay? No, you get a slap on the back, attaboy, okay?
Yeah, nice fish.
And a thumbs up from me on Facebook if you catch a 14-pound bass out of your mother's pond. Sorry, you're a good guy and all, but it's not a state record. Sorry.
Okay,
Well,
so
actually, in Ohio, it can be because we don't have a law or a rule like you have.
Well, it shouldn't be. I'll tell you that. I'm gonna call Ohio's fucking DCR on Monday and fucking change that thing.
It's
So-
I mean, Mikey, it doesn't matter, man, because there's still people that can walk up to that pond, even though they know shit's in there, and they can fish it for months and not catch anything because they're piss poor fucking fishermen. Agreed?
Well, some
Just
people
because it's
are,
got
yeah.
fish in it doesn't mean you're going to catch them.
That's like you're telling me if I take my rifle to the zoo or my shotgun to the zoo,
No,
and,
no,
and,
not the
and I
zoo.
shoot at a deer and miss. Oh well.
Well, you're a piss poor shot if you miss a fucking deer at the zoo.
But I'm just saying that makes no.
I was saying, there are people you have to know someone that doesn't know what the fuck they're doing when they go fishing. That they've never killed or caught a fish.
Yeah, jaywalk.
I hunted with this old guy who has never killed a fucking animal. He's hunted for 35 years because he's noisy and he doesn't know how to keep quiet in the woods, and he wears fucking bright ass colors, and he sits there and he twiddles his thumbs and he shakes his feet, and he's not a good hunter. He's not a good hunter.
I
Right.
do that and I smoke cigarettes and I still shoot deer. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, well, that's because they think, oh,
Well,
fuck,
when
the
you
wood's on
find your
fire,
gun.
so they come looking for it.
You know. Everybody says, why could you smoke in the woods? You can't smoke in the woods. You shoot a deer. I said, really? As I stood beside a guy that shot a fucking deer last year with a cigarette hanging out of my fucking mouth.
When
Yeah.
you sit next to somebody taking pictures and kind of go click, click,
You know what I mean?
click,
Right on, Swamp Donkey. Keynote: outlaws don't follow the rules. Catch the fish in a pond, throw it in the free. Well, they'll do a DNA thingy. I think they can pretty much tell what water they came out of.
I
was
could catch a
tempted
20
to be
inch.
an
I'd catch a 25-inch bass out of my mom's pond, then I'll drive 3 minutes over to Alum Creek, which is a big state park, and just say I caught it there.
There you go.
You all
right. That's
If
fine.
you have that kind of lack of pride, then go for
Right.
it.
You're that shallow, Hal. Go right ahead. Gunpowder Beauty. What were you going to say before Ohio jumped all over your ass?
I didn't jump over her ass.
Yeah, but she tried to talk twice and you're like, rub right over her.
you're talking about a pay lake. So how does that make it any different than like here in Missouri? If I go to Wapapello or any of these lakes around here, you have to pay $5 to go inside the lake, whether it's for a couple of hours or for the day.
but like,
But who are you
Oh,
paying? Are you
right.
paying the
What's
government
up?
or are you paying a private person?
I don't know. I'm paying the
She's
fucking
paying the
asshole who's taking my
DCR.
fucking money.
She's paying it's a park service fee. It's like when you go to when you come up here to Maine, right? And you want to go in the they call it the Great Maine North Woods, right? You go to this checkpoint, you have to write your name. They're gonna take your license and everything anyways to prove to who you are. All right. And then you gotta write your name. And you gotta pay like $10. Now you can stay, you can camp for fucking as long as you want to camp. But then when you come out, you obviously have to check out and all that bullshit, right? But you got to pay $10. That's not paying to go fishing or hunting or anything like that. That's just like it's like the DCR. It's like you're helping pay. It's like when you buy your hunting license and you give the $3 to the fucking wildlife fucking whatever. It's the same thing when she's talking about going down to that. By the way, that pond you just mentioned, that lake you just mentioned. Gunpowder. I just watched a YouTube video the other day, and they talking about that. Anyway,
That was a lot of
It's-
breath, Mike.
it goes but it goes to
I'm
that.
fucking winded just trying to listen to it.
It goes to that. Look who's talking. It goes to that state's DCR fund or wildlife fund or whatever like that. They're not paying to go fish or hunt. Do you understand?
Yes.
Mikey just breaks out his machete and raises
Yeah, I
the
mean-
black flag and screams, "I wish I."
Yeah, if it's
Someone will
if
listen
the
to-
government owns it, then it's not considered a pay lake.
There you go.
If a private private company or person owns it and charges you to
Correct.
fish from it, it's
Like-
considered a pay lake.
Like where deer works. It is a trout pond and people pay to catch trout.
Right.
Yeah.
So speaking of trout ponds, let me ask you this, Ohio. Ever go to a fish hatchery?
I've never been to a fish hatchery.
They're
no.
kind of cool. They're raising.
I've seen them on
fucking trout
TV.
there.
Yes, I've seen them on
Right?
TV.
So let me ask you this: if you went fishing in a fish hatchery and caught like a 15-pound fucking trout and it was the state record, would that count?
Wow.
In your
I
opinion,
wish it
no, but
would.
I'm taking that bitch in and getting him fucking.
And this is the mentality of Ohioans.
They
I'm
just
telling you,
want
folks.
the bragging rights. Look,
You know,
Yeah.
and here I am making fun of these fucking people, right? When I should
Mike,
be
I'm
making
just
fun
gonna
of
piss you
fucking
off even more.
Ohio.
I actually own the state record for the largest largemouth in Ohio.
No, you
And-
don't.
I do, and I bought it from a guy who caught it in Florida and fucking FedExed it to me. There, put that in your fucking pipe and smoke it.
Oh,
I
and
wanna
by
see
the
it.
way, most
I want to see a
fish,
picture.
yeah, I do.
most fish at hatcheries and that are introduced into a river and stuff,
Yeah.
all have markings on them, either inserted, a magnetic whatever, or they got their fins clipped, so they can tell right away that it's a stock fish.
Well, you can tell right away, like when they do the browns in Maine, you can tell just by looking at it, and they don't clip them.
Yeah.
It's a totally different.
Now,
Not, I shouldn't say totally. That's unfair.
Right,
here,
right.
But
here's
But
a,
a fisherman could tell. Like if I showed my wife, she wouldn't be able to tell. But a fisherman could tell the difference between a brown trout,
Wild brown, yeah.
wild brown, and because a lot of the lakes up here, they don't. So I'll go through all the lakes that I'm in, rivers that I'm fishing on, whether it's New Hampshire or Mass, and I'll see if I can eat the fish. Notice how I said I, not my family, because every fucking lake and pond that says I can't feed my daughters the fish,
Right.
okay, because they could have children down the road. Okay, I'll
Right.
give it to Gina because she ain't gonna have children down the road.
mercury levels or something, probably.
Mercury and all these kind of PCOs and PCP, all this crap, right?
PCBs are the worst.
Right. So, but it
Things
says that
Dow.
men can eat it. Men can eat like a half ounce or an ounce of fish a month, or whatever, right? But I really don't pay attention to that bullshit anyway. I eat it anyways, right? But they'll put exceptions in there, and they'll put except for ponds and lakes stocked with what do you call it? Hatchery fish, raised. You know,
So- So here's a question for you. And seeing that you don't think that these fish should be counted for state records and stuff.
okay,
if
yeah,
they're
go ahead.
not- Okay.
Mhm.
There is a lake called Lake Antrim in the Columbus area.
Okay,
And every year they stock it. ODNR stocks it with trout.
Mhm.
And you're not allowed to fish it the first day they stock it, but the next day you're allowed to fish it.
Mhm.
And at fucking like 7 a.m, you can drive into
19,000
the
guys
parking
out
lot
fishing.
and park at this lake or whatever. It's what it is. It's a park, or you know what I mean. It's like a big outdoor park, but you have to walk over to the lake, and the next day you drive past that place and the parking lot is packed. And if you actually can find a spot and walk up to the lake, people are standing fucking elbow to elbow all the way around this bitch catching these fucking rainbow trout.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's just like, what if you caught a big one out of that? That doesn't count either, though, right? I mean,
Nope.
because that was just freshly stocked.
No, it's not had nothing to do with being stocked. How big is this lake?
Oh, it's pretty fucking big.
Well, if it's pretty
I
big,
mean-
if listen, if it's
I
a
mean,
30,
it's-
40, 50 acre lake, listen to me. If it's a 30, 40, 50 acre lake, absolutely it counts. It absolutely counts. I'm talking little fucking
Okay.
shit that you can fucking hit a golf ball across, you can throw a rock across.
Well, I mean, fucking
That's what I'm
people can
talking
hit golf balls fucking 500 yards. That's pretty
I
far.
don't think there's a human being that can hit a golf ball fight. Maybe with a bunch of bounces, but in the air, no way. Okay, but
If
something
I ever catch
tiny.
a 21-inch fucking fish or something, or 21, not a 21 inch. If I ever catch a 21-pound fish, I'm taking it to a fucking taxidermist.
Absolutely.
right.
Fuck that right.
Here we go. Mike Austin holds the world record for 515-yard golf drive. There you go.
Okay.
So, I gotta just disprove you on everything.
You did not listen to a word I said, so shut the fuck up. All I said was there isn't a human being that's hitting a golf ball without a bunch of rolls 500 yards. I'm quite sure that human being that you just said, it rolled and bounced and rolled. I'm talking about a shot from the tee in the air, 500 yards. Huh?
Happy Gilmore can knock him for a loop.
Yeah, well, Happy Gilmore's a great golfer, so he might be able to do it. But no. If I put a stick out there at 500 yards and tell him to hit the stick, it ain't gonna happen. He can bounce it. He'll bounce it to it. Absolutely. Or he'll bounce it in front of the 500 and then it'll roll another fucking 40 yards. Absolutely.
Yeah, right, Swamp Donkey. 500 beans in my rifle, no problem.
Tiger Woods' average is 498. That's crazy.
He's a phenomenon.
Yep. But that's just me. That's just how I feel on fishing in a
you think then you look at Jack Nicklaus, his average was 350 yards.
Right on. Jay Watt says, Mikey says, the price is wrong, bitch.
I don't know. Whatever. I just proved that someone can drive 500 yards, but it doesn't matter about the bounce.
Not in the air. It matters about the bounce because the bounce counts. All I said to you was that
you ain't got a pond to catch big fish out of.
I don't have a pond to catch fish out of. What are you out of your mind?
He will when he moves to New Hampshire. He's gonna have his own pond.
Fucking see, you ought to listen to Shalisa.
You're gonna move to New Hampshire, and I'm gonna see you on Northwoods Law getting arrested.
Sorry.
Damn.
My past do it. One hit, 450. Yeah, Redneck, absolutely. I'm with you, Redneck. One hit, one bounce, absolutely. 450, but 450 is not 500. That's all I'm saying.
I carry 3 pounds of fucking lead in my pocket that's shoved down the bass mouth when I weigh him.
They've caught people doing that.
I seen that on a fucking tournament one time. The guy, like on YouTube, the guy got caught putting fucking weights in a fish.
But what I wanted to say what Gunpowder Beauty was saying. How about if I catch whatever is going on my fucking wall, my fucking neighbor's mad at me because I keep telling them when I go up north, I'm going to try to catch that fish that my wife and a friend of the family's, he didn't get the fish either. Well, it's not the same fish as that other guy, but he didn't get this big bass either. So all summer long, we'll be trying to catch this big bass.
All right, hold up a second. I have a big announcement.
Go ahead.
I spelled strategic and mirrors correctly without using spell check.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And you know what?
On your phone, because on your phone it helps you spell it. Did you spell it like on a piece of paper, or was it on your phone?
I wrote it in the chat without looking and without spell check. Take my word on it. I'm a trustworthy individual, right?
You are. You're from Michigan, so I don't know. I don't know if I can.
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this story. This is great. I filled out for the Moose Lottery in New Hampshire and fucking won the first year, but then I sold it to somebody at a jacked up price on eBay. Isn't that awesome?
Are you trying to blow his corpse?
Anyways, because I don't believe a word that comes out of his fucking yap. I told you, he's starting to see JJ.
He's
don't want to listen to me.
Frustrated about having Ohio above him.
I am. Somebody has to drop out and come back in because this fucking sucks. But Gunpowder Beauty made mention of she catches a certain size fish that's going on her wall, which is, my neighbor upstairs. I told him, I says, I catch a fucking 7-pound bass, maybe even a high 6. There's some bitches going on my wall.
Hey, Dish.
And he goes, he's all upset at me. He's all upset because I want to.
If Ohio were to trip and fall right now, Mikey's head would go straight up his ass.
Right? Right. Here, let me push this banana through for him.
I don't know which one would be worse.
Either way you look at it, we probably get the monkeypox.
See, if I drop out, nothing's gonna stay. It's all gonna stay the same. So somebody else has to drop out.
I like how I'm surrounded by the
No, if
ladies.
you drop out, it'll probably put you where gunpowder's at, and it's going to move Shalise underneath me.
You end up underneath me, Mike, I'm taking my shorts off.
Just drop out,
surprised-
Mikey, and see what happens.
I'm surprised it's still on with gunpowder under you.
Well, my girlfriend's here and everything, you know.
So, Dish, what are you there for?
For you.
What are you there? Exactly, right? Come on.
Careful, you didn't mention Jay Watt.
You're the pastanat kid. What about Jay Watt?
Mikey knows that he's my favorite masshole.
What about Jay Watt?
This
Jay
is what
Watt.
we do. This is called entertainment. We are aren't you entertained,
No,
people?
see, and here's the funny thing. I only like him because I don't drink. If I was drinking, he did this to me, he'd have been bleeding already.
Right on. Swamp Donkey just rechanged. It's not monkeypox, it's moneypox.
Money
Right.
pops.
He's exactly right.
Man, I was a little disappointed with how the lotto went. I got turned out to get like 10 tickets, and I'm still fucking broke.
Broker
That's
them before you bought the
I
ticket.
play the. Do you guys have the one? Do you guys have the one that's set for life? You get like 1,000 a day for the rest of your life.
Did
I
you
don't think- I don't
1,000 a
think
week.
We do.
Is it 1,000 a week or 1,000? No, it's 1,000 a day.
Did you see the video where the people, who in the hell was, somebody was talking about that? They figured out how to beat the odds on that.
Oh yeah.
They were buying up all the tickets and winning all the freaking lotteries.
Yeah,
Yeah, what? I thought it was you.
yeah, it's in the Facebook Messenger.
The one I thought was kind of cool is the guy that hit two. He hit two of them. He hit like a big one.
Holy shit. Fuzz
Yeah.
Fort 8. What's up, brother?
Hey Fuzzy, what's up?
Now,
Fast
my
forward.
dad.
He hit a big one, and then he hit another lottery for like 8 million. I know, right? Because 8 million is not big, right? But he hit for 8 million, and he took the second one, and just wrote a check to his fucking favorite charity.
Cool. Everybody check out Fuzz Fort's new video.
If Dish would stand up, everybody would go quiet and watch. But what do I know?
My dad's friend that used to go hunting with all the time. He won like the regular lottery where you pick 6 numbers, like back in the old days or whatever. He hit 5 numbers probably 4 or 5 times and won like $10,000 each time. You know, $6,000, $10,000. Good money, nothing major. Nothing to fucking quit your job over. But it was
I'd
just
sure take a couple days off.
right. But I mean, it was just amazing that he hit it like that many times in
Yeah.
a short period of time, probably within
Now,
like 3 years.
Do you know if he was the same number all the time player? Or did
Oh,
he just
I have
do
no.
random?
I couldn't tell you if it was or not.
Right on.
So you know what I did to get my odds better?
Oh,
I
that's
played-
what it was.
I played Powerball in 4 states.
I used to play.
I drove through 4 states one day, so I bought a Powerball ticket in each fucking state.
Hey, I used to play the pick 3. We have a pick 3 here, and I just played my unit number, the same number. I played it every day.
Wait. By unit, you mean
3
mean your-
digits, so the length of my
your-
penis. No,
your
my
unit
number at work. My
Oh,
my unit number. What my
Gotcha.
number was at work. So
Your
I played.
unit
It was a 3-digit number. So
Yeah, -15.
666.
So I played the same number each time, every day, pick 3. And it's not, you win pick 3, you don't win a whole lot. You win thousands of dollars, something like that. But it's still money, right?
That
And
pays the
it
mortgage.
hit one day, and I was like, fucking A, it hit. And I was like all excited. So I went down to the gas station. You know how you can like scan it to make sure it's a winner? And it wasn't a winner. And I'm like, what the fuck? This number was drawn.
You forgot to
I
play it.
stopped in. I used to stop in at like 3 o'clock and get my numbers every day. That day, I stopped in at like fucking 9 o'clock in the morning, and it was for the noon drawing, and the noon drawing was like totally off. So the
Dude, that
noon
would
numbers
sound
were
so
not
bad.
my numbers, but the evening numbers, what popped up was my numbers.
Now, can you have? Does your Does your
sucks.
three number thing? Do you have it where you can bet all four exact?
Straight or boxed.
all three.
You win more. Like if you picked like
4, 5,
4-4-3.
Yeah.
If you picked like 4-4-3 and you played it straight and 4-4-3 came up, you win more money.
Right.
But if
So
you
we have
played
the same thing.
4-4-3
We have
and
the same thing, but with
4-3-4
four
showed
numbers.
up, you still win. Yeah.
We have the same thing with four numbers, and it costs you $12.50. If it's on a 50-cent bet, it'll cost me $12.50 if I do all the combinations. So if I bet it exact, I bet it any order, first three exact, first three any order, last three exact, last three any order, any 2 digits, any 1 digit back to. Oh yeah, cost me $12.
Yeah, it's like horse racing. You want to bet for them to win, place, or show or whatever. Yeah.
But I hit that thing for $5,200 and change, 52 something. About I forget how many years ago.
Now, save them on tickets. Save them tickets. You can use it as a tax write-off.
But that was years and years and years and years. And then I almost hit it again. But my kid brother says to me, he says, "Hey, you still playing my phone number?" I go, "No, why?" He goes, "Oh, too bad." What? He goes, "When did you start playing it?" I said, "I don't know, maybe a month ago or something. I don't know." I go, "Why?" He goes, "Look at tonight's number." I go, "Well, what's tonight's number?" Right out straight. I would hit it twice.
The most I've ever won in the lottery was off a scratch off, and I found $1 in the parking lot at the grocery store, and when I was walking through the main doors, they have one of the lottery machines there, and I got a Ohio cash explosion ticket for $1, and I scratched it off, and I won $500.
Nice.
Yeah, that was the most I've ever won from a lottery thing.
I win 500.
That's the most I ever won on a scratch ticket was 500.
My freaking older brother, God rest his soul, found a scratch off on the floor in a bar. He literally picked it up and did the right thing. Anybody lose a ticket? Nobody claimed it. He scratched it off. I think he won like 30 grand.
Oh, that's nice.
It's like, holy shit.
That's freaking awesome.
What did you win, Shalise?
Pull tab.
I love the Lucky Sevens. I love those.
Yeah.
The cherries, lemons, and whatever else, right?
50,
Oh.
300, 500 a couple times.
I love those.
Like at the VFWs and stuff. Is that
Yes.
what you're talking about?
There was a little liquor store when Brian and I would go to town. Sometimes we lived way out in the country. We'd come into town to see family, and we'd always stop and get a couple of those pull tabs because it seemed like every damn year we was hitting.
Yeah.
And we was only playing it that 1 or 2 times a year. I can't remember. It was.
Mikey told me he preferred to play the numbers back when he was running with Mickey and the Westies.
Swamp Donkey won the turkey at the church.
Nice.
I won a pie once at a raffle.
Yeah, I want a pie at a cakewalk one time. You ever
I won
remember the
the 50.
cakewalk?
That's what mine was.
I won the 50-50 raffle at a Thanksgiving Day high school football game, right?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, and so here's the only problem.
That's disgusting fuzz for.
I wish I had a scratch ticket so I wouldn't have to smell toilet seats. That's awesome. I'm sitting with a buddy of mine.
Oh,
Gina's at home with the kids, right? And I'm sitting at the game with a buddy of mine. She's watching the game on the public access TV.
Oh,
right?
so she sees you fucking win.
So I go, dude, I got an issue. So I said, do me a favor. He goes, what? I goes, text my wife. I goes, text my wife and ask her if she's watching the game. She saw the game, blah, 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 blah. He goes, why? I said, because if I do it, she'll know something's up. So he texts Gina and says, hey, you watching the game? She goes, tell him, of course I am. I'm like, great. So I had to go home and give her the fucking 500. I was pissed.
Yeah.
Pissed. Then I kicked a field goal. I called it the frozen tundra. So it was about an inch of ice on this field. My nephew's senior last game. It was a senior year on Thanksgiving, and I won a raffle. To try to kick a 25-yard field goal, and if I kicked a 25-yard field goal, I got $100. So I let the 2 people go ahead of me, and then I did the old drop kick. I stepped back fucking 4 steps. Fucking 1, 2, 3, bang, kicked it straight on right to the fucking field goal post. It wins. I got 100.
Cool.
My old man says, "Hey," I go, "What?" He goes, "I bought that ticket." I go, "I know." He goes, "Where's my money?" I'm like, "Fuck." So I gave him like $20, whatever it was. But
My buddy gave me $20 to gamble at the casino in Vegas or whatever. And when I came back, I was like, "Man, I won like $300." He's like, "Yeah, it wasn't my." I said, "Oh, you lost."
well, my biggest claim to fame, it wasn't winning money or doing anything like that. You know what my biggest claim to fame was? My 15 minutes of, well, actually more than 15 minutes the whole season. I'm at a preseason game with Gina and a bunch of friends, and this girl walks over to me, like whispers in my ear. She goes, "Excuse me, do you remember the?" And Gina's like, "Who the fuck is this?" I'm like, "I don't know." She goes, "Did you ever see the Cheers commercial? Did you ever watch the TV show Cheers?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why?" And she goes, "Well, we're doing a commercial for the 50 years, blah, 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 blah." And I'm like, "Doing a TV commercial?" She goes, "Well, sort of." I goes, what would you like me to do?" She goes, "Well, first of all, I'd like you to shave." And I'm like, "Oh." So I shave. She goes, "Can you walk out of that Johnny on the spot?"
Have a good night, Swamp Donkey.
Swamp Donkey, have a good night, kid.
Good night, Swamp Donkey.
Can you walk out of that thing? She says, "We'll put a piece in your ear." She says, "And as soon as you hear that lyric, you're going to, before the last word to your lyric, you're going to step out of here and you're going to say, the next lyric." I'm like, "Yeah, I can do that." So I step out of the Johnny on the spot and I go, "Troubles are all the same." And they put that on the fucking Jumbotron at Gillette Stadium the whole fucking season. So everybody, I'd be walking people, most people near my section or whatever, But on the way out, I saw a couple of people, and they're like, dude, you're the fucking toilet guy." And I'm like, thanks. Yeah, that's me. But yeah, it was cool. It was really cool.
So was it everybody in the stadium singing these songs, or did it have like people from all over Boston doing it?
No, all over. They had Cliff from the TV show doing it. They had
but it was like one of those
other fans
things where they have like a construction worker singing, you singing.
Yeah, and then there was 4 of us that got together. She said, "Can you come with me?" I went, "Yeah." So after we did it, she was like, "That was very good." Blah 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 blah. So I'm like, "Thanks." And then she says, "Can you come with me? We're gonna meet up with 3 other people, 4 other people." I'm like, "Yeah, I can do whatever you want." She goes, "Can you guys remember that? You guys remember?" I said, "Yeah, we just did it, right?" She was like, "Yeah." I says, "Okay." I said, "What?" She says, "Can you just sing this part?" We're like, "Yeah." So then they're playing the song through the stadium, right? For the during the commercial, and it was like they did us 4, they did another group of people, they did Cliff, like I said, they did Cliff Clavin. You know what I'm saying? But it was us singing it too. You know what I mean?
Have a good night, Redneck Prepper.
Good night, Redneck.
Good night, Redneck.
But it was really cool. It was really, really cool. Here's the sucky part. I mean, years ago, I posted it on my Facebook. It was up there for a while. Oh man, Mikey let the cat out of the bag. His nickname in Charlestown is the toilet guy.
Hey, Jay Watt, have a good sleep, brother. See you later, Jay Watt.
Jay Watt, what do you know about Charlestown? First of all, so what? You watched The Departed. You know what Charlestown is. Big deal. I tell you what, I can't do a street name or anything because he'll look up on maps, like God rest his soul, right? Driver of all. So,
miss you, brother.
Yep.
That didn't work very well. I just wanted to hear Gunpowder Beauty say, "Have a good night, Jay Watt."
What, her 900 voice?
She's probably not.
He's not leaving.
Charlestown is from the town. Yes, it is. It is. Jay Watt, when you're watching a thing, did you ever watch not Providence, because that was from Providence. What was her name? She was an ME. It was depicted out of Boston, right? But anytime you ever seen an old picture of Boston and you see the Bunker Hill Monument, it looks like the Washington Monument, right? But it's not, obviously. It's the Bunker Hill Monument. That's Charlestown. That's in the town too. But you're right. Charlestown is from the town. But yeah, that was a lot of fun doing that. The only thing that bums me out is they left it up for. Now this was the 50-year celebration of the Patriots. They left it up for a good 2 years online. You know, like I can go on YouTube and find it. I can go. You know what I mean? And then guess what they did? They took it off. I was upset. But Tish, I think didn't you guys?
I'll be right back.
Didn't you and Michelle see it?
Who?
Who?
No, stop. But didn't you see it?
I just
I
heard
don't know,
about this
Mikey.
evil omen.
Because it was back in. Was I on YouTube? Shit, how old are the Patriots? Let me see. I'm gonna have to look it up now. New England Patriots. 50. 50.
Whew.
Quit doing that.
I know it.
I'm looking up the weather for up north.
Yeah.
Cadillac, Michigan, 85% humidity. Ooh.
Oh wow.
At this time of night.
Yuck.
I know.
Patriots celebrate 50th year anniversary. Yeah, okay, but what year is that? Oh wow, that can't be that long ago. Is it really? Oh my goodness. Never mind, Dish.
Okay.
Good news. We might be going north anyhow because they changed the weather forecast like totally.
No kidding.
Yeah, rains dropped down instead of 90% is now down to 9% and 7%
Oh wow.
for the whole
Oh,
rest
that's
of the
gonna be
week.
nice.
Low.
This says it's 76% humidity here. Holy crap. I didn't realize it was that bad. That's almost up to 80.
Ugh. Now you know why you feel sticky.
I feel sorry for anyone suffering with any pneumonia or upper respiratory or any kind of breathing issues because it ain't easy when it gets this bad.
Right on, J Watt.
I promised myself I wouldn't complain about the humidity ever again when I last left California and came back here. I promised myself I'll never complain about the humidity again. It's so green and beautiful and so much water. I'll never complain about it. I can't. It's not dry at all. It's even green grass in the wintertime. In November, the grass is green.
Yeah. Well, it's all the moisture blowing off the ocean. Of course, now you're right in between two huge lakes. Where's the moisture come from?
2009 Dish. Never mind.
A lot
Okay.
has to do with cornfields too, I think.
So this happened in August of 2009. So it was the 2009 football season.
Right on, Fuzz Fork. Thanks for that
Damn.
visual.
Right.
I thought it said wet wife.
You better change brands if they're leaving you sticky. Yep. I think we're just gonna play the odds and go.
Cool.
There you go. Well, I mean, why not? I mean,
Yeah, if it's raining, turn around and drive home. Fuck it.
I'll have to come out there and see you guys sometime.
The door's wide open.
Yeah.
Always.
wild horses.
Yeah, I wanted to get up there and get the hay mowed again.
You got
And,
a brush hog?
yeah, I wish that mower actually. If I put it all the way up, that rider I have does a pretty decent job. Of course, you have to go slow. You know. And the little plastic chute that comes out the side,
Right.
I have to wire that up and just let her fly.
No kidding, man. You'd be stuck.
Otherwise, it clogs up. And if it's bad, I'll just go over it twice. But I wanted to get I have the chimney in my kitchen. I want to get that tore down below the roof line, and then start fixing that back roof that's leaking in or leaks sometimes into the kitchen. So that will start drying out and I can start working on it.
Okay. How far are you coming on the lake house now? The roof?
No, I ain't touching the roof. The new people can do the roof.
Right.
Actually, I would guesstimate I'm at like 90% done.
Cool.
Does that mean windows too?
Oh yeah.
I need to get over on your channel. Oh my God.
That's the
Yes.
window.
How can I help you, my child?
Could you send me some extra gas money so I can ride out there tomorrow?
I'll send you anything you want.
In a heartbeat.
Too damn hot. I can't handle this heat. And I'm a big baby.
Right. Fuzz Fork, yeah, the prices have come down a wee bit, but I think it's just fake. Didn't they take a tax off or something temporarily?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I paid $4.09.
I seen it low cash at $3.70 something at a Citgo today.
Wow.
Down in the
Projects.
rough part of town, yeah. not quite that far down,
Not
but
quite
down,
that far
down
down.
a ways. Yeah.
All I have to do is run down to Firekeepers because they got so many different
Oh, you
gas
can't go.
stations. They're all fighting for the competition, and people are coming in from out of state and from far away.
Nice.
You can usually get your gas cheap if you shoot out to Firekeepers or Money Keepers or whatever they call it.
Right. Fuzz got down to $3.59 the other day, which is better, but it's not good. It's not like Trump low.
No, it's not
Right.
Trump.
And that, and selling off our reserves to China or whatever.
Right.
Oh my God, what the hell is wrong with people's brains?
Well, I mean, look who we have in office. So
Yeah.
I didn't vote for him.
What kind of pocket lining did he get out of that deal? Just saying.
Come on, you can only go back 4 years on fucking Facebook and memories.
40?
4. No, here we go.
I was gonna say.
2009. Public photos, yeah, but of me. Why do I want other people's photos? Location. Photo type.
Oops. That was a bit much.
I'm trying to find that thing for you. You fucking lop your asses off. Posted by me. It says we didn't find any results. Make sure everything is spelled correctly or try different keywords. It says searching photos. So
I
I
don't
put
want you looking back.
by me in 2009. Photo type. Photos you've seen.
Maybe you didn't post it till 2010.
Yeah, maybe.
I can't believe it's over 1 o'clock.
Right on. We are getting off here shortly. So I got to get some rest if I'm going to be driving and loading the tractor and mowing grass and
True.
roofs and all that bullshit.
no
Plus,
doubt.
I have my daughter's house to start on too.
So how long do you usually stay up there when you do work? A few days?
As of right now, probably just like 2 days. Like spend the night and then come back, or if we're too pooped out, we'll spend the night again and leave in the morning.
Yeah, Fuzz, that was funny.
Robert got his arm shot off.
Yeah, he shot my freaking arm off. It's like, yay.
They have this expectation that people are just going to give them the money.
Right.
Well, first of all,
Get shot at.
this was it. 3 guys were getting out of a vehicle, and the first guy through the door had an illegal AR in that area. So right there, it shows you the laws don't work.
Right.
And the owner of the store seen him coming, and very old man, by the way, pulled up shotgun and gave the guy a new outlook on life before he could even say this was a robbery. Popped him. And the guy ran out the door crying like a little bitch.
Yep, it was good.
Yeah,
And then the one guy couldn't get in the car at first. He's like,
I
oh
love
my
that.
God.
Fuck you, buddy.
Yeah.
Shows you how, what great friends they are. Don't even let anybody get in. I wonder if they were popping rounds as they were getting in, because their gun handling skills were probably shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, that was good. 80-year-old man, right on Fuzzport. Waylaid him. Fuck you. Take that.
Hell yeah. Oh, I'm in the middle of a movie thanks to Mikey and whoever else was talking about Whitey Bulger. You guys mentioned a video with Jack. Anyways,
Jack Nicholson.
Yes.
He was in the movie. He was in the movie The Departed.
I rented it.
Did you?
I'm halfway into it.
It's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
Thank you. Good movie.
You'll like
Yeah,
it.
I'll see. I'm pretty sure I saw it, but I'll rewatch it again. I love Jack Nicholson.
I got to where the boys are getting their jobs as cops, so I'm still pretty much in the beginning of
Oh,
it.
okay. Yep.
No spoiler alert.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. Come on, I wouldn't do that.
Mikey was friends with Whitey.
I was not friends with Whitey Bulger. Hell to the no on that one.
Fuzz, is that really a movie, or is that just a rumor I've heard all my life? Debbie Does Dallas.
That's a real movie.
I should have known that about my ex-wife. Her nickname amongst her girlfriends was Debbie Does. Durr!
Mikey, I found that video in 2 places, on the Boston Herald and something else, and both websites say the video is not available.
I know, because they took it down.
It's from 2009.
Yep, they took it. I'm looking for it too. They took it down. I'm searching through my Facebook and everything. They
Dude,
took it down.
I just said Patriots 50th anniversary 2000. Have all kinds of websites with it, but none of them have it.
Yeah, I wish I could find.
That was the one with you. That was the one with you on it, Mike?
Yeah, I'm willing to bet that if I call the company,
Bro,
if
I would take that as a sign is the FBI will probably be showing up at your door very soon.
No, I'm going to
That's
call
the first thing
Gillette.
they do is start erasing your past.
No, I'm going to
Next
call.
thing
No,
you disappeared.
listen to me, Gillette. The Patriots took it down.
Yeah.
I can call Gillette Stadium. I can call Gillette Stadium and ask them what the company was that did it.
Was Aaron Hernandez in it?
All I'm saying is look out for black vans pulling up in front of your house. That's all I'm saying.
Do you remember that, Mikey?
What?
If Aaron Hernandez was in it?
I don't. I remember that there was an older lady in it with she had like an Uncle Sam type thing on, like a little
Yeah,
fancy-
but if Aaron Hernandez is in anything, they take it down because he was a murderer. And then he hung himself in prison.
I don't know if he was in it or not. What did you look under?
Patriots 50th anniversary 2009 video is all you have to search that, and it pops right up, but it's no video.
You might have to backdoor it.
What?
Who was the bad guy in it, Ohio?
Patriots 50th anniversary 2009 video. That's all I wrote, and I don't see it. Patriots on the 50th anniversary team. Nope, that's not it. Patriots 50th anniversary all decade team. That's not it. Cheers to 50 years. That's what it is right there. Cheers to September 16th. It's yeah. Okay.
Steve, I said Aaron Hernandez. He was
Mass Live.
He played for the Patriots. He was you could take the gangster out of the hood, but you couldn't take the hood out of the gangster, I guess.
That the guy that killed his wife, or am I getting that confused with a boxer?
He killed his friend,
Oh.
or so-called friend, or whatever.
Well, guess what? Now I'm going to email this guy, Ed, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask him if he can send me a copy of it.
Was it the Herald or whatever?
He's the editor. Letter from the editor. Coroner Ed Kubosiak is the vice president of content and editor of masslive.com. Please contact her with any questions you may have.
Right on, J-Watt. doesn't miss a lick.
What'd he say?
It's not my fault.
J-Watt
You
said,
don't want
Call of
monkey
Duty
pox.
pipes right up when someone says back door. What the heck?
It is not my fault. I went to take a drink and all I heard was back door, and I'm like, what?
Excuse me? Oh, that was a knock at the back door.
Somebody's knocking at the door.
Come on in.
Am I evil because I was the only one thinking someone's getting swatted right now?
We got to play ya.
Hey, Uncle Cow.
Hey, Uncle Cal.
Good one, Shalisa. And all the other silent watchers. The NASCAR.
And those
NASCARs.
We love you bunches.
I found it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay, before you hit play, right click, save.
Copy. Private chat.
You might have to leave.
Paste. You guys put that in the thing for J-Watt.
I'm holding my breath.
Save link as. No, that'll go on my computer. Copy link address. Spell check, paste. Enter.
I can't believe I found it.
Wow. All right, everybody, take a second and watch it. Are you at the end, the beginning, the middle?
Oh,
Yeah. I want to turn it on with volume. Hold on, I'll turn off my mic a sec.
I got to download that.
Are we gonna watch it?
I got to download that. Did you put in the thing so Jay Watkins get it?
So tell us what it's about.
It's the 50th anniversary for the Patriots, and they did a thing for the TV show Cheers. Do you remember the TV show Cheers?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, they did a theme on that, and then they got me walking out of the men's room saying, "Troubles are all the same." Everybody sings the song.
Is that you coming out of the John?
Number 37 shirt.
Yeah.
There you go. And who was number 37? Andy Harrison. But we did. We had a lot of fun doing it. How do I
Hell yeah.
down? How do I fucking down? They took that off. This is amazing.
But now it's
'Cause
in your messenger, so you can always find it.
Yeah, but I put it in my favorites, and they took it. They took it down. Oh, you know why? Because maybe Talent Recap put it up.
Troubles
Maybe
are all the same. Comes out with this firefighter mustache out of the porta potty, wearing a Patriots jersey.
Right on.
I can't wait to get a computer so I can multitask.
Right?
Who just said that?
She was yawning.
I was
Oh,
drinking
they-
coffee.
Oh, that sounded nothing like her, did it? It
It
sounded
almost
somebody
sounded
totally-
like a northerner that said it.
Yeah, I just can't wait to get a computer so I can do. Yeah, I was like, who the hell's talking?
It's gunpowder.
Yeah, but it didn't sound like her. Is she a fake Southerner? She really don't have that
It's a
accent.
fake southerner.
And then throat punch.
We busted her out live on YouTube. She only has the twang when she wants to do her videos.
Shut the fuck up.
Dish.
She can't even bless somebody's
You're
heart
not
for
gonna
real
believe
now because she's not real Southerner.
And look what I got.
Oh, crap. I just did some of my best lines and I was on mute. Damn it.
I hate you so much right there.
Come here, Ohio.
Got some tape.
Take out.
I think I got it tangled up.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
That's what she said.
Yes. Yes, I remember that, Jay Watt. Dish, I just commented on that video.
Yeah.
Guess what I'm under?
What are you under?
Your name.
Really?
Under my nuts right now.
No, I'm under Dish's bitch.
Oh. You forgot to switch back.
And I just commented without even looking.
And your comment probably won't show up either because of the name.
I know. Oh shit! How do I go back, Dish?
Hit the back arrow.
Brand account? No.
Dishes bitch. Thank you for posting this. I've
Click-
been looking.
Click
forward
on the
to it.
icon, Mike. Click on the
What?
icon and then it drop down and let you choose the other one.
That's
Google
hilarious.
account.
It's on there, Mikey.
I know. It's not the only one clicking down. And when I do the drop down, the only one that's there is Dishes.
It should say other accounts.
It says add another account.
No, it should
Do you
have all
not-
your accounts unless you closed it, silly man.
Do you have is dishes?
It
bitch
says
an
welcome,
actual-
Mikey DeLucia. Oh shit!
But you hate that when you do something.
You'll forever be
Right.
this bitch.
I know now. I can't get to my regular. Are you serious right now?
Okay.
Yeah! You're famous.
Do you
So
have
funny,
a
just-
Do you have a Google pulled up, Mike? Are you signed
Oh
into
no!
Google?
I had to go into. I had to go into.
By the way, the
this.
only voice on there that I heard that sounded like you was the guy getting a massage.
All right, I'm back as Mikey DeLucia. All right. God damn!
I know,
Okay,
that was almost
Now
a game
somebody has
over.
to send me that link on the Mikey DeLucia side of it. Oh, I put it in the private chat, didn't I?
Yep.
Ohio's writing something really nasty about Mikey DeLucia.
That's
on
Matt
that-
Light, by the
on
way.
that
laying
video
down.
right now. I can feel it. So, where were you in that video, Mike?
Did you not hear me say I was
Before
walking
the
out?
guy-
Did you not hear me
Before the
say I
guy-
was? Go ahead.
Before the guy coming out of the shitter or after?
The guy coming out of the shitter.
Oh,
Did you hear me when I told you that? I said I'm wearing number 37 jersey.
37.
No, I didn't listen.
Wow.
I was listening to Gunpowder Beauty go, "Good night, Fuzzy. Nice swamp donkey. Back door. What?
Shut up.
You're right, Jay Watt. It's like instantaneous. Back door.
Back door.
She can't hold it in.
I'm so fucking happy I found that fucking thing.
It must kill you when somebody asks you if you want to play cornhole.
No, I got to figure out a way to download the fucking thing.
I fucking hate you so much right now.
There's this one time at the end of the 5th of Jack in high school. In the back of
How much money I lost because of that?
Oh, I hate you so
Hey, Steve, go check the comments.
Okay, just break out the Mikey Lost Tenacious channel now. Yeah, Coach Harry Anderson was fucking picking on Coach and scamming the shit out of
I
him.
knew it, Ohio.
What? You know what? What Ohio doing on?
No.
Listen, my name's attached to it, so I want to hear it.
No, it ain't.
See?
This bitch is attached to it.
What did he do? What did you
Which
do,
I'm
asshole?
thumbsing up right now, by the
Asshole,
way.
what the fuck did you do? You're such a fucking dickhead.
Go read the comments to that video, Mikey.
If you fucking put my name anywhere near that, I'm gonna kill you. I swear to
Address, phone
fucking
number,
God.
the whole 9.
I swear to fucking God.
No fucks given.
I like the mustache, Mikey.
You know, you can't just fucking be nice to me. You gotta be a fucking cunt. All right.
Hi.
I see how you are. I don't even like you anymore.
That's pretty cool, though.
I fucking lost money because I thought I lost this video.
Well, now you can call the person back up and say, "Hey,
Well, see, the thing of it is that the bet is that they wasn't denying that I did that. They were trying to
Alright,
say that
comment was deleted.
they were trying to say that they didn't play the Kansas City Chiefs that night.
oh,
And I'm like, of course they played the Kansas City Chiefs that night. No,
goddamn,
they
that
did.
is you. I'll be damned."
And I thought maybe for some reason the first video of that on the thing had the whole, like they did it was more than a minute and whatever that one was, minute and 10 or whatever. The one that the original one that I saw had the, like they did a drone footage and all that around the stadium. And then there was the Chiefs coming, walking in and stuff. And that's what I needed was the Chiefs coming to walk in so I can prove it to them. Shalisa, it's not a mustache. It's a dirty Sanchez. No, it's not a dirty Sanchez.
I got a couple claims to fame there. on
It's
that.
technically called a Fu Manchu mustache.
And I like it.
Thank you. I'm sorry, Stevie.
Think about it. I was on Sonny Elliott at the zoo. I was in the background in behind the touchdown.
We're still live.
The
Yeah.
touchdown zone on Super Bowl 24. I ran into John Madden and almost knocked him over a bleacher
Oh, that's fucking
seat.
awesome. You saw
That was
John
pretty
Madden.
cool.
That
There
would
was
have been
another
awesome.
one too.
So I called him the C word live on air.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he's wanted to tell me about this.
I figured you knew it.
Whoever said good night,
He said
everybody.
he goes we will leave. That's why I kept saying make sure you send J Watt that link because I wasn't on the YouTube side of it.
What did you
And
say
that's-
live on air, Mike?
Nothing. I didn't say a word.
Back
I didn't say a
door.
word. See what Ohio does to you? Do you see what Ohio does to you?
Damn it, Dish.
At least you didn't giggle at backdoor.
Fuck you, Steve.
It's all Ohio. Listen to me. It's all Ohio. See this guy right here?
The one you're fingering?
Yeah, him. I'm surprised he's not tickling or giggling right now. You're an ass.
There's a thumbnail for you. Thumbnail.
How do you
Jeez.
even do that?
You're
How do you
proud
even-
coming out of there too.
How
I've
do you
got
even-
a pause there too, right up here. If you want to see it,
Huh? I didn't hear what you said, honey.
I says I got it up here. If you want to see it again,
How do you people even know how to stop at that exact moment?
I hate all of you right now. So
I do too, because they're like computer like geniuses and shit. Yeah, how do you do? That's not even funny.
Yeah, you hit the pause button. So
Yeah.
easy.
You hit the pause button, and then as soon as you X out of it, the move that's gonna go again.
Oh, Kirby came up my nose.
Blow it up and take a screenshot.
Oh,
Oh,
That's
really?
supposed to be this big as a thumbnail on my next couple of videos.
Well, I'm gonna have to show that to the wife then, because she liked it back
Right.
then when I was. But that was before gray hair. Look at that stash.
That
Ohio,
was
put that
no
back.
hair.
Ohio, put that back up there. That was
That's-
before gray hair.
That stash was white.
No, it wasn't. Ohio, put that back up.
oh, wait,
Yeah,
what?
There's no way there was any white in that stash. I'll guarantee you.
You
There's
already
no way
lost
in that
money
stash.
on this video, Mike.
I did. But I'm not gonna. I'm gonna get it all back right here. He's
Yeah,
probably-
right on, Jay Watt. How long before it's a channel icon?
Ohio.
What's that?
He pooped when Mike fingered him. There's P NASCAR. What's up, brother?
Hey,
Maybe
P.
There you go. Now
No
Put-
gray.
put it on. Put it on, Ohio. Where do you see gray hair on that stash?
Oh, that thing looks.
Come on
right.
now. Come on. Look at those shoulders, that neck. Jesus Christ, I was so fit.
All right, now play it and watch the way he walks. I don't think he wiped very well.
I don't. That's a screenshot. I didn't.
Just busting balls, Mike. Everybody loves being in them situations. That's cool though. It's a fucking commercial, you know.
Oh, there's no gray hair on that. Thank you, Ohio. There was no gray hair on that mustache. If I just show this to Gina, you know what she's going to do? She's going to be like, I remember that day you shaved in the parking lot. That was the last football game you took me to. Yep, it was. It wasn't even a fucking regular season game. And there was still more people there than regular. Well, I shouldn't say more than, but there was just as many people there at a preseason game as there is at a, like going to Kansas City. Kansas City's the same way. I'm sure Green Bay is too, right?
Yeah.
Well, not now because they suck, but you know, in the past.
We don't suck.
Before the deflated football incident.
No, I didn't have any deflated footballs for the 19th millionth time. It's a proven fact that just like your car tire deflates in the cold weather, so doesn't footballs.
It just happened to that football though that one time.
No, it
You
happened to
gotta
all.
read what P NASCARs wrote in the comments there, Mikey.
Which comment? On the video?
Well, he said he put on their dishes outhouse bitch.
I had to leave that comment.
Now it is.
Oh, wow. Fucking P NASCAR is breaking my P NASCAR's in all the years I've known him. Has he ever broke my balls without me not seeing it? You know what I mean?
Hey, prepping to endure. What's up? Welcome back.
Hey, prepping.
Hey, Bourbon.
Okay, I can see where this is going. Okay. It's break Mikey's balls night. Out of a whim. I'm just talking about something that happened in my past.
Hey, Mike.
And some guy, how they got that video? Because they took it off my Facebook and everything.
No,
P NASCARs gets a couple free passes, bro.
Yeah, I
Right.
got one of those. I got one before you, so haha. He liked me first.
He likes me first. Okay, first grade.
Hey, whatever wins, right, Ohio? That's what the Cleveland Browns are going to be saying this year. What, we won because they bombed the other plane, the other fucking team's plane? Oh well, we won.
That's why a win's a win's a win.
A win's a win. Thanks for telling me we were still alive.
Hey,
We're fucking hoping that we get these like monkeypox cancellations.
half price tickets.
So, are they going to allow you to go on an airplane to like Southern Africa now? Like, if you come from South Africa, you know, like, can you come back here? Or Western Africa, wherever the hell it's coming from?
Now they let you fly all over the world when AIDS hit the market.
Jay, when the hell did you write that?
Remember, it used to be illegal to stop people from, being free if you had a disease.
Remember, Mikey, Rodney Harrison spent his best years in San Diego. You're out of your fucking mind. You are out of your fucking. Listen, stick to Canadian football, okay? Or soccer, or whatever else they have to fucking up there. All right? Best years in San Diego. Please. Dish, you believe this shit? That's like saying Tom Brady had his best years in Tampa.
As a tampon.
It's a tampon.
Oh, he's a tampon, all right. He is.
Yeah, he is.
I watched a video the other day of Tom Brady at Michigan. Some of his best, past that stuff. Man, it was. He wasn't like the great back then, but he was accurate as hell, though. I mean, he was just super accurate.
Yes. He wasn't. He fought out. What's his name that went to the Lions from Michigan, right? That quarterback. Didn't that quarterback go to the Lions? The one that was ahead of him at Michigan.
Dude, you could name every guy on every sports team in Michigan, and I wouldn't know who you were talking about.
I'm asking Ohio because Ohio's the fucking Wolverine fucking expert.
I'm thinking, who was the quarterback beforehand?
No, not before. During. They used 2 quarterbacks that year. Actually, 3 in Michigan.
All I remember is Mark the Bird Fidrich.
He was a good pitcher.
Was it Navarre? Was it Navarre? The kid that played baseball too?
No. He beat somebody with a name. Anyways, he wasn't even Tom Brady. He wasn't even Tom Brady the Great when he won the fucking Super Bowl. His first one.
Wasn't Drew Henson, was it?
It might have been Henson. Didn't he go to Detroit? Didn't Henson go to Detroit? I could be wrong about the Detroit part, but he wasn't not until the 3rd Super Bowl did I look and went, this guy's a little bit different. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, this guy's a little bit different than the other quarterbacks around here. And then we were all having the argument by the 3rd Super Bowl, who's better, him and Peyton Manning, blah, 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 blah. And then that whole thing. And fucking, the cheesehead up there in fucking Wisconsin.
Oh, Brian Greasy.
Yeah, exactly. That fucking idiot.
Brian Greasy. That's who it was.
Yeah. Because his father played in Miami, right? Yeah. So Mikey still has a Bledsoe jersey. Of course, you saw that I have a Bledsoe jersey. Last week I wore it. Where were you? Was it last week I wore it on the chat dish?
I think so.
Of course I have a Bledsoe jersey. But then they were saying now he's better because Rodgers sat behind what's his name way too long.
Favre.
Brett Favre way too long. But anyway, still a great quarterback. Rodgers is, but Tom Brady wasn't even thought of a thing until his 3rd Super Bowl. When his 3rd Super Bowl took off, for myself anyways, I don't know about the league or around the country or whatever, but for myself, that's when I said this guy's different than everybody else.
Oh, Drew Henson played for the Lions too.
Henson. Didn't I say that?
I said Drew Henson first, but
Yeah, but didn't I say Detroit?
yeah, but Brian Greasy and Tom Brady were the ones that were going back and forth.
Oh, was it? I thought Henson was. All right, I made a mistake. I apologize, but I knew he was at school with somebody that went to Detroit, and I was right. So,
Greasy was like 95 to 97.
yeah, that's Bob Greasy's son that used to play for Miami.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Brady played from 96 to 99. So Brady was his backup, like the first 2 years or whatever.
Yeah. But then his senior year, they used both of them for something.
Yeah.
Brady played like 3 or 4 games in his senior year, or 5 games or something.
Oh, I love it.
I saw it. That's why I said it. You were waiting to see how Brady worked out before you spent the money on his jersey. No. Listen, I have a Brady jersey. It's a gray away game jersey. All right. I still have it. I haven't burnt it yet. I've worn that on here a few times.
Oh,
That's great.
Cute story behind that one too. Behind getting that shirt, I didn't buy it. It was sort of given to me.
Yeah. Icebreaker.
Dish, you remember that, don't you? About that
Yeah.
shirt?
Yep.
No, Jay Watt. I was at a game I was at Gillette Stadium, and where the smoking area was, because I can't smoke in there at all. You know how people get hammered and shit. Well, this young lady decided that she wanted me to have her shirt. So, not just like me personally. She just did one of these, and I was just paying attention enough and tall enough to fucking grab it when she threw it. And I yelled up to her, "Thank you." I can't tell you the rest because we're still alive, but, you know.
What you got? Oh, water.
Sometimes I miss going to the games, but I like I'm getting older now. I like watching them on TV, you know. It was just like the Mean Joe Green commercial, Mikey, from the 70s. Exactly.
Where
Exactly.
does the kid the
Except she was a lot prettier than Mean Joe Green. She was hot.
For sure.
She really was. She was hot and she was drunk. That's the only reason why I got that shirt. But yeah, not too many people remember the fucking Mean Joe Green commercial there, Jay Watt. That's a nice reference. Thank you.
Yeah, that was a Coca-Cola commercial.
And Jay Watt, you want to hear something funny? You want to? It's funny. You should make that reference. You know what my favorite team was when I was growing up? The Pittsburgh Steelers. You know why? Because the Patriots are never on fucking television. We used to listen to the Patriots on the radio, and my mother allowed it, which she doesn't allow it during any other time. It was Sunday dinner, but we were allowed to listen to the Patriots while we were eating dinner. And
well, I mean,
Pittsburgh was always on TV, so I just started liking them and all those guys.
I was a fan back then too, because I mean, look who you had. You had Mean Joe Green, Terry Bradshaw,
Jack Ham. You had fucking.
I mean, it was just.
You had all those.
Who else I liked back then when I was little?
John Stallworth.
I liked the Houston Oilers because of Billy White Shoes. Remember Billy White Shoes?
I do not.
He was like the first one to start doing end zone dances and stuff.
I liked Earl Campbell though. He was a fucking wreck.
Yeah.
Ball.
Billy, I think it was like Billy White Shoes Johnson.
He can't even walk now, you know. Earl Campbell.
Yeah.
Actually, did he die yet? I think he might have died. But prior to his death, they did a video on him. He can't even walk.
There was
because of all the operations and all the arthritis in his fucking legs. Dang, 86 Super Bowl must have killed you, Mikey. A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit, not as bad as the fucking Giants Super Bowl when the guy caught the fucking Sprewell, whatever the fuck his name was, not Sprewell, he was a basketball player. What's his name from the Giants caught the ball on the top of his fucking head over my buddy number 37. So yeah, that one still to this day stings. And it's not even the catch. You know what bothered me? That drive that they scored at the end of the game and won eventually, right? That drive started at like the Giants' own 10-yard line. Okay. Vrabel on a 3rd and 10 went offsides. Play continues because it's defensive offsides, right? Pass on 3rd and 10 from their own 10, right? Pass incomplete, and it wasn't down on the wide. They would have punted because it was like, you know, because the Patriots got the ball and scored with like they left 3 minutes on the clock. I was pissed. Yes,
Do you
Campbell
feel
quickly
the
or
passion dish?
Yeah.
fucking hate the Giants.
Billy Sims was a running back for the Detroit Lions when I was a kid, and I loved him.
There's a document. Go ahead, I'm sorry. There's a documentary from the 80s titled Disposable Heroes. It's sad. Yeah, no doubt.
I think I've seen that.
And I'm sure fucking Campbell's on there.
You know what's
Oh,
also sad is seeing these professional wrestlers, the old ones that we used to watch when we were kids.
Yeah, they
They're
can't
all
walk.
crippled. They're all crippled up and stuff, and they go to those like wrestling, like conventions, and they sit there and sign autographs and stuff, and they're just sad looking, man.
You know why? Because of all the fucking drugs they took, right? Not, I don't mean drugs as in fucking coke
Yeah,
or anything. I
steroids
mean
and stuff.
all the steroids they took, and their bodies just fell, and they're just fucking. Gravity takes over whether you're fucking doing steroids or not. I'm just saying.
Eventually.
Look at the old man. The old man retired, huh? Vince, he's all done.
Yeah, that's retired.
Well, what the fuck? He's almost 80. Go enjoy the rest of your life.
Is he really?
Go to Triple H and Stephanie's house on Alton Bay. They got a house, not a house. It's a fucking mansion. On Alton Bay, overlooking Alton Bay and on Lake Winnipesaukee in New Hampshire. It's about fucking 8 miles from my fucking place. The place is absolutely huge, huge. But it must be nice to have fucking that kind of money to have that. The taxes alone, they couldn't afford the taxes alone. Yeah, but the 86 Super Bowl did suck. Sucked for a lot of reasons because Tony Eason didn't have a fucking, never should have played that game. Steve Grogan should have played that the whole fucking game. And here's the sad, you want to know the saddest part about it? If you remember that game at all, do you know the saddest part about the 86 Super Bowl? It really was, well, it really was the Patriots losing 46-10. But even sadder than the Patriots losing 46-10, you know what the sad part was? Mike Ditka, who was the Bears coach at the time, okay, had had a Hall of Fame running back in Walter Payton, and never let Walter Payton score. He gave it to fucking Refrigerator Perry. Refrigerator Perry scored a touchdown, not Walter Payton. Walter Payton didn't score once in that fucking Super Bowl.
Wow.
That was sad. That was sad. Yep, that was my senior year in high school. I was fucking totally fucking pissed off.
Yeah, I remember watching it. I was thinking that the Patriots were going to win, man. They got blown out.
Yeah.
That was the first time the Patriots went to the Super Bowl, right?
Yep. That was the first of many.
I tell you what, I like the Patriots' old uniforms better than those great fucking things.
The first time the Green Bay Packers ever went to the Super Bowl, Dish wasn't even a apple in her parents' eye.
No. No.
You know,
my
hey,
Bungles have went 3 times.
didn't they go the year I was born?
Not sure.
Was that the frozen tundra year, 1967? Or was that 66? It was either 66 or 67, right? I thought I could be wrong. They didn't call it the Super Bowl. They called it the championship game, which was the Super Bowl back then. So that was the Super
Right.
Bowl.
Well, if you want to count that, then the Browns do have a Super Bowl win.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
If you want to,
No, they
count championship wins, the Browns got some back in
No,
the
they
day.
No, they don't.
They had a bunch of them back in the day.
Yeah, they had division championship. They don't have. They never played in January and won. I think it was 66 dish. It might have been 66.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And of course, then Green Bay beat the fucking Patriots in 96. But we won't get into that one either. We won't get into that one either.
Yeah, and then you got the Lions.
Yeah, the Lions.
Hang on here, Mike.
Dude, I'm rooting for the
Mike,
fucking Lions. I love that fucking, wow, what's his name there? Was the fucking running back. Fucking,
The Browns won the NFL championship
yep,
4 times,
1922. What?
1950 through 1964.
Okay. But guess what? They never won the Super Bowl because the first Super Bowl was like 1966 between the fucking Packers and the Colts.
But you just contradicted yourself by saying it wasn't Super
Just
Bowl.
what did they
back
call
then.
it?
really was Super Bowl. It was called the NFL championship.
Oh my God.
But no, they haven't won a Super Bowl. But they have been NFL championship.
First Super,
But it was before any of us were born, so it really doesn't matter.
not me. First Super Bowl. First Super Bowl was January 15th, 1967. I was wrong. It was Kansas City against Green Bay.
You were close.
Okay, I believe, right? First quarter. The AFL NFL World Championship game was an American football game played on January 15th, 1967 at LA Memorial Coliseum. The Packers, Packers and the Chiefs, but was it the Frozen Tundra game? Dish, is that what it was?
Oh yeah, the Frozen Tundra.
Frozen.
It says Dish. Ask Mikey to play
Tundra.
the song, the Super Bowl Shuffle.
Oh my God, you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
everybody
God, that
does.
was awesome. That was awesome. All right, so Dish,
Yeah.
Lambeau Field, December 31st. The temperature at the game registered a frigid 13 degrees below zero. Shut it off before somebody dies. All right. Pro football fans in Green Bay, Wisconsin have always been recognized as loyal and hardy bunch, but one wouldn't have faults with even the most loyal Packer backers. Did they really call you guys Packer backers?
Go Pack Go. Packer backers.
Gunpowder Beauty, she just said backer. If he decided not to attend the 1967 NFL championship game between the Packers and the Dallas Cowboys.
Is that back when they were called the Backdoor Packers?
So Dish, that was the championship game, and then they beat, what do you call it, in LA for the Super Bowl. Lambeau Field, December 31st, the temperature of the game was a frigid 13 degrees below zero.
Jay Watt said the Ice Bowl.
Well, I called it the Frozen Tundra game.
Right.
Same thing. It brought me right to it. But that had to be like falling on concrete. That ground.
Oh yeah.
That ground had to be like falling on concrete.
My poor fingers are cold. Shut up! You're getting paid $500,000.
No, not back then they weren't.
No, back
then they were getting paid.
Shut
back
up! You're
then
getting paid $124.
Exactly. Back then that girl that's sitting in the Russian jail cell right now, she's making more. If she was playing here, she'd be making more than they did. They were making maybe $100 a week if they were lucky.
Yeah, buy a Chevy
in the
for
'60s.
$2,000. So
in the '60s.
Most of those football players had full-time jobs.
Yeah. And you know what's funny is that the way the union's set up, do you know you get more for your retirement the longer you stay in the NFL? So like Tom Brady, what's his name that just retired last year? The kid from New Orleans. Drew Brees, right? Peyton Manning, those guys that spent 20 years in are getting so much money, it's not even funny when they retire. Yeah, so Tom Brady can give all his money to fucking what's her face, his wife's there, right? The money alone that he's going to get from the NFL for the next 20 years, he can live off that too.
Yeah, but they don't even know they're getting it because they're
no. Well, Brady will because Brady was a fucking prima donna quarterback. You know, they all were. They all were.
Quarterback.
Do you think Brady would be the first quarterback to still be playing at 50?
I don't think he'll play at 50. He just had a birthday yesterday, day before yesterday.
Yeah, he's 45, so you got 5 more years.
Yeah. He won't play.
You think he plays 2 more years as a starter and then goes and sits the bench for a while?
He'll never sit on a bench, ever. Ever. He'll never sit on a bench. He said he was going to play
I want to test his skills. I want to see how talented he is.
He said he was going to play. He said he was going to play till 45. Here's what I think. I think he's going to stick to that, and I think that he's going to announce this is going to be his last year.
Yeah,
but he's not going to announce it at the first game so everybody can give him a nice tour and a nice clap and all that. Knowing Tom Brady, he'll have a press conference in fucking March and say, "No, I retired."
Well, what he needs to do is prove that he is the best by going to the Browns.
Right.
Oh, he only signed a 2-year deal with Tampa, with a 1-year extension, and that's it. As far as I know, he hasn't signed another 3-year deal with them.
Okay, football nuts.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You can talk about this crap all night. It's like 2 a.m.
Is it really?
Wow.
Yeah. We're out of here. Have a wonderful night. Let me see the comments. 419 flipping comments. That's freaking awesome. I want to thank everybody for coming. Outside chat, as always, you rock. Backdoor watchers who remain,
Packer backers.
You rock too, and you're always welcome.
That's a different meaning when you say that discount double take.
Everybody, thanks for coming. Share and subscribe to each other and all that other good happy horse crap.
He's got nobody to chase it with.
Have a great Sunday.
Night all.
Great night, everybody.
Bye-bye.